Yes, I love the fact that I can keep the desktop audio muted and continue to make fun of my players. It's such a blast. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to our 50th episode. 50th episode. If you can imagine that. Uh-oh, whose camera did I lose?
Looks like Mara got booted off.
Poor Mara.
Joe heard him.
That Mac does not like her. Does not like her.
She is having a struggle.
Torment.
It's weird because I have a Mac and it's not having issues. I don't know.
I had more
and
issues.
It looks
with
like
being...
Magic Man is here. Yep. Asborn is here. Mara is back. Waiting for her camera to come back on, hopefully. And
no, I don't think I'll have a camera. I'm on my phone now.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. I could hear Asborn and that's it.
That is so weird. All right. Yep. Well, I'm gonna have to do some repair work, guys. Give me a minute. I actually don't have an avatar for you, so I don't know. Oh shit. Crap. This may take a while. This is going to break some things.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Unfortunately now we're gonna have to run a little bit late because I've got to fix a few things. All right, let's fix Tobias a little bit. He's a little bit off center.
I'm a little off too.
Well,
just
more ways than
just not off center.
There's more ways than one.
I'm totally a little bit off.
And it's funny because I was watching a lot of different shows today, and everybody's been having technical difficulties all day today. All day. Zoom, Twitch, Discord, the whole slam. Let me see if I have a Mara avatar in hiding somewhere. Well, I mostly feel bad that she's not going to be able to see the screen that much. That's going to be sad. Well, I don't see a Mara image, so I'm going to have to create a new one. Okay, browse. Sorry, folks. We're doing some technical cleanup at the moment.
Just get a picture of a big blue bear.
It's not quite how it works, but I appreciate your optimism. On one of my old panels that I've used in the past. There we go, just like that. We are suddenly...
I sent you a message.
Oh, good Lord. How dare you send out messages?
Oh yeah, he's messaging me. He's putting messages into my DMs.
Gross.
How'd you like that message?
I do. Oh my gosh, we have to do that.
Gross. People are so gross. Gross. And of course, the OBS sound alert is not on. Let me see what's going on with that. Wow. It really, really is.
And we were on early.
Yeah, I know. It never fails. We're on time. Everything's organized. And what happens? Computers stop
If you wanted
working.
to add Asborn's camera, we can see Asborn now.
No, because I've already changed all the framing. So.
Okay. But we can see Asborn. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, there's that. There's always something awesome out there for everybody. But, So, hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the 50th episode of Denizens and Their Masters, where everybody's going to die. Mostly because, why not? Because it's going to be one of those days. Technical glitches and all the fun stuff set aside. We will be, doing a recap shortly, but why are the cameras messed up now?
Because we got a new camera person. We got a person with a camera.
No, because he didn't mess them up.
I had all.
Well, no, It's not when you mess it up; it's when someone comes online.
Yes.
On an.
I had already cleaned up the cameras. Asborn, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and just turn off your camera.
Turn it off.
There you go.
Aww.
Thank you. Unfortunately, technology doesn't work that way, folks. It's not a perfect system. I wish it was, but
nice. Back to being shirtless. It's too hot. It's too hot to wear a shirt in this house.
You could totally be on camera shirtless. Just saying.
Yeah. No, I think I'll pass.
You could do that.
Oh, she's doing time for that one. That's for sure.
I don't think anyone wants to see my 5'6" frame.
My 5'6" single ab frame.
Single ab.
I'm built like a 7-year-old child.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to see that then, no.
Stop, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Unfortunately, I haven't moved since 2018.
Wow.
That's when I stopped PE class.
I really feel
just
for you.
Melting into your chair.
Into my very uncomfortable, like, non-office chair. Yep.
So, folks, all the abouts are down below. Our family of creators. Ivar, who plays Tobias. Go ahead and tell them what you do these days with your artistic creations.
No, we're running late, man. It's just
it's 7 o'clock. 7:09. We're running early, actually.
Yeah, comparatively to most times we start, huh? Yeah, I'm making my original artwork on Darkwind Designs, which is on Redbubble. Some people even bought my shirts, which are cool. If I want to see it, when you guys want to show that to me, Jason, I'll see that.
Yeah, I'll probably wear it Friday.
Anyway, and some of them are even from this game, so little snippets of shots and scenes that I doodle while we're playing.
Absolutely. So if you do manage to hang out with us tonight and you type in the word 50 into chat, that'll enter you into a giveaway. We're going to see if we can tempt the technology gods and see if we can get that to work.
I'm going to try it. Is it the number 50 or the spelling of 50?
The word 50. Type in the word 50.
Let's see if I can spell.
See if it actually works.
Did I spell it right?
It works. Nice. Yes, you did.
It didn't pop up anything in chat though.
No, it doesn't. It's not the. It's a different giveaway bot.
Oh.
The other giveaway bot kind of broke too. So I'm just experimenting with this one. We'll see if it works tonight. Because why not tempt the technology gods completely? Might as well.
Absolutely.
Let me make sure. Oh, the desktop audio is actually on. For all I know, that whole conversation could have been with that muted. Who knows? Who knows? Because that's the way it goes. So, let's recap. And, well, I know we took last week off, so we'll go back a little bit, get everybody caught up to speed. But before we get everybody caught up to speed, let's summarize the campaign to this point. The Storm Chasers, when they finally met, it was after a series of very interesting interactions. They had attempted to, well, find a treasure, as Tobias had a treasure map. And it would seem that ever since they discovered this treasure map, well, things have been unique, to say the least. The team has not only met new individuals who used to be under the hire of the Marquis, met individuals like Qualish during their travels, eventually acquiring their own ship, eventually being part of a small effort to capture the beastie that they had set loose, while at the same time coming across a strange creature known as Tierling, and whatever she is, still trying to figure that part out. They went to a wedding as Marakai Brecht became a official family member of the Brechts, who turns out to be a secret ghost order society that protects Wildmont and hopes to keep the calamity from ever happening again. Meanwhile, other intrigue has been going on. An interesting individual by the name of Shulaman, who seems to have their own plans and been plotting pretty much the entire time as well. After the wedding, the team set about with a small ship based on the captain's agreement with the captain of the Blue Opal, Captain Alabaster, I believe, and found your way to a wreckage site where you retrieved the manacles of imprisonment. These manacles and the information on how to use them was then used as you made friends at Darktoe, met the Plank King, Pavu, and descended upon Scourge's lair in Darktoe and made battle with him. Well, it would seem that a whole lot of things kind of came together at the same time. Not only was Shulemon's plot seemingly intertwined with this effort, but a collision of sorts with the creature's lair and Shulemon's effort to destroy Darktoe seems to have succeeded. Our friends were sucked into the astral plane within the process as a rebound effect from the spell that Fire had cast to safely bring them back to the Brecht Manor. This had thrown them into the astral sea, where they had a conversation with the gentleman. The gentleman letting them know that somewhere between 4 or 5 months...
Not the gentleman, the traveler.
Sorry, the traveler. It's hard to tell them apart in my head. They both have those soft, kind of charismatic voices. Where they had a conversation with the traveler. Traveler describing how 3, 4, maybe even 5 months had gone by. No longer the season of spring or summer, but the season of winter. And described for you how, based on his understanding, that you had perished in the capturing of Scourge and the destruction of Darktoe. However, as always, if you're being judged by a god and you're considered dead and you're stranded out in the middle of nowhere, what do? Well, you don't reflect, that's for sure. You steal a fucking ship and make your way back to the prime material plane. Because that's what pirates do, right? I mean, they don't barter, they don't buy, they don't apologize. They just steal and get the fuck out of Dodge. Which is pretty much what they did, unfortunately, without having to properly understand how to repair and operate the Githyanki planar ship. They found themselves skipping through different planes of existence until they finally made it back to the prime material plane. Once back in the prime material plane, well, very cold. Their exact location not completely known, but down below is nothing more than ice, snow, and all you can feel is the cold of the deep north rime tundra of Wildmont. Looking about, great sheets of ice, cold, wispy wind. It feels like it's midday. It's hard to tell the amount of clouds, cover of everything on top of everything. It's hard to figure out for sure what time of day it is. The clouds are a little bit tight near the ship. As all of you begin to realize that you've made it back and you're looking at this incredible device that is now keeping you aloft up in the air, there's a whooshing sound. Almost like something large and massive is circling the vessel. You begin to hear wings, a guttural roaring sound.
Can we look for it?
Can I send out Pepper?
Can we look for the source of the noise?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
All of us, or just the two of us who asked?
Everybody who wants to.
I'm gonna get in on that.
I would love to if my page would load.
16.
16.
Perception.
I got a 19.
19.
I got 26.
24 for me.
Looking around, you watch as suddenly the clouds nearest to the right side of the ship burst apart as you see a massive adult white dragon bank immediately in front of the ship. I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
No.
But we're so little. We're leaving him alone.
Make the ship invisible. Make the ship invisible.
Okay, who's willing to bet that I get a 0?
Make a backflip too? Like, goddamn.
Oh my god, I rolled well for
You're
one.
absolutely gonna get a 0.
I rolled a 1.
Oh god.
Make the ship
Oh my
invisible.
god. Has the fate been
Hey!
reversed? Do I get good rolls and you guys get bad rolls for once?
24.
Holy moly!
Oh, that's a
Okay.
red dragon.
I got
I got
21.
18.
I thought you could make the ship invisible.
But I don't think I can do
Who are you talking
anything.
to?
It takes a lot of power
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
that we probably don't have.
Yeah. Let's see. Astral
Ready the
ships.
cannons. Ready the
Get ready
cannons.
to seduce dragon.
All right.
Ready the
So
cannons,
get
but we don't know
ready
how to fire.
seduce Dragon.
Wait,
Yeah,
is
you
it
guys
all
don't even really know how to
light or
operate
red?
the ship.
I know. Move that thing. Press that lever.
Push all the buttons.
Oh
Push
wait,
button.
wait,
Do
we
the
don't even have a
thingy-majiggy thing over there.
we don't even
See
have
if
a
it does
fucking
something.
crew.
Yeah, it's literally just us on the ship, right?
Out
Yeah.
of the frying pan. Out of the
In
astral frying pan and into
the
fire.
prime material plane. Fire. All right, 25 through 20.
24.
Ooh.
21.
Mara with a 24. Fire with a 21. 19 through 15.
18.
Wow, Asborn suddenly remembering to do math.
I had to think a bit harder than usual.
14 through 10.
Oh, I forgot to say mine. 24.
Oh, so Mara, you have the higher dex, so Oswald will go after Mara, who also got a 24. Vias, what'd you get? Smart.
Be a 7 with my +6, but I did roll a natural 1, so
I don't think that counts on
it would be a
initiative.
7. So it's a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going last again.
Yeah.
With a 2.
You made it less than me.
I rolled a 3, and I have a -1.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she has a -1 for initiative. It's absolutely hysterical.
Yeah. Well,
Every single time I roll.
she's chock full of muscle, so it takes. She's like, "What's happening? Oh,
Oh,
crush!" It
crush.
takes a while.
The dragon is going to take its free action for surprise.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need everybody to make deck saves, please.
Yeah.
I'm
Why aren't
terrible
we
at
still
that.
hasted? Why aren't
Do
we still
25.
we have
hasted?
advantage on that?
Why?
23. Just because we want it. And
What if
Why
you
not?
are currently below deck piloting the ship?
Oh yeah, that you do have an exception to this, Oswald, because you are piloting the ship currently. I will say you have advantage because you'll be considered under full cover.
What are we rolling for?
Dex.
Dex.
Save.
I got a natural 20 plus
Nice.
2.
That's
22.
better.
Nice.
I got a
got a
20. I got a
Guy who has cover
20
rolls the highest. Okay.
and a 1.
Wow.
Wow.
I got a 24.
Okay.
I got a 23.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Asborn, what'd you get?
25.
Samara, what'd you get?
A 12.
12. So everybody looking in the direction of this big old beastie as its giant cone of frost just explodes across the deck of the ship and down into the hold. All of you saved with the exception of Samara. Samara, you're hit by the entire just blast of cold air, taking 81 points of cold damage.
God.
Everybody else takes 40 points of cold damage.
I would like to use my reaction to take no damage because of my shield master trait.
Okay, you take no
Tobias, don't
damage.
you also have
Oswald,
evasion?
because you're down in the deck or down in the hold of the ship, you're considered resistant, so you only take 20 points of cold damage. But the very midsection of the ship is frozen solid. You watch as Samara just keels over unconscious onto the deck of the ship.
Wait, my feet. My feet.
Your frozen
Wait,
feet?
yeah.
Were you down hit points?
I'm an orc and I can have relentless endurance.
No, but were you down hit points? Because we should have all been long rested.
We were long rested, and then we fought.
Okay,
Fought
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't.
either way, 80 points would be over. I have 1 hit point.
Okay.
Hooray!
Feeling great.
Good start.
Looking good.
A good start.
Feeling good, feeling good. Let's go.
All right, so with that, Mara, you are up, and then Oswald, you are on deck.
Okay, well, that happened. I'm gonna grab my rapier, and as I pull it out, I'm gonna nick myself and activate my blood right.
Okay.
And deal myself 3 damage. Okay.
You immediately die.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I couldn't help. I was thinking of Molly Mock.
Okay.
I was channeling your inner Molly Mock.
Got it. I was like, no.
You're like, wait, please no.
How far away is the dragon?
The dragon is currently about 40 feet from you.
Yep. Okay, then I'm gonna move as close to the edge as I can, and then hold my action if it gets in range. Unless, hey, can someone make me fly? That's all I got.
So you have a held action. Describe your held action for me. What do you want it to do? When it's in range or in base?
Yeah,
or...
if the dragon comes within melee range, I will swing my rapier.
Okay, makes sense.
See?
That will finish your turn. Oswald, you are up, and then Fire, you are on deck. Literally.
And I detach myself from the ship, cast a spell, and reattach myself in the same turn?
You cannot. However, you can autopilot the ship. There is the innate ability for the ship to manage itself, but as a bonus action, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm really good at that. I'm very good at that. 21.
21. You figure out the kind of like magical nature of the ship. You can bonus action put it into its own ability to glide and float and stay aloft. Really, your requirement is to steer it, navigate it, get it to its different points of destination. So currently, you're no longer mentally tethered to the ship. It's very much in an autopilot mode. And then it's your move to get on deck, which leaves you your action. And I think you're actually, the engine is near the rear, so you're going to come out right here. There you are.
Okay, and as my action, I am going to cast the spell. Oh, I gotta find it. Well, there it is. Enlarge/reduce on Asborn.
Okay. So Asborn, you are now bigger.
What size class is the dragon again?
Gargantuan.
Gigantic.
That's one above huge, right?
I believe so, yes.
Damn, okay.
All right. That'll finish your turn, Oswald.
No, hold on.
Oh.
Homunculus time.
Oh, yes. Hey, look, I even have a little Tobias. It's not quite the one I'd like to use, but a little creepy rat.
Oh.
He's a little creepy
skeever.
rat.
He's a little skeever.
Little skeevy rat. Well, thank you so much for finding him for me.
You're welcome.
My homunculus is gonna run over to Asborn, grip onto her back, and cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Would you like to take a guess where I'm sending her?
I'm terrified to... Well, first of all, let me get your homunculus out here for you. Get to the right size.
Just want the fuel.
And the homunculus is now over here with Asborn. I'll give her flying.
Is it a fair?
Well, yeah. right. I have no music.
We're gonna pop right onto that dragon. This dimension door.
There's his homunculus right there.
So you're sending. Well, okay. So Asborn. It's not Asborn's turn yet.
No.
But the homunculus can take her through the door.
Yep.
Fuck you, really? That is absolutely hysterical. Yeah, I mean, Asborn, are you willing to let the homunculus lead you through the dimension door?
Yep.
And the homunculus is taking you onto the back of the creature?
Yeah, back around the nape.
All right. Well, I'm
gonna ride this dragon.
Yeah.
I would say it out loud. Sicko.
Sicko. No, you're not supposed to let them know.
I'm gonna say it out loud. You're gross. One sec. I used the wrong track. I still have to clean up that other track. Not ready for prime time yet. So we'll go back to this one. All right. Dimension door has been cast in front of Asborn. And she is going to, well, I'm going to have to put fly on her. Ooh, this should be interesting. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you go.
Did she fall?
No.
It disappeared.
No, I just didn't have the right height. So with that, we will put you right on its back. And the homunculus has to go as well, correct?
Yeah.
That's correct.
And the homunculus is there as well. That will finish your turn, Aswald. Fire. You are up.
I look like I have Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, well, you kind of do.
Just want to say I look like I have Mickey Mouse ears. That's better from the front, but from the back it looks like I'm wearing a Mickey Mouse hat.
Thank you. There's just so much love in the room. I don't know where to start.
No. That's
Where
okay.
to start?
It's the first time that I've seen this mini, so it's okay. I am first going to crouch by Sam, and I'm gonna cure wounds level 5.
Why, thank
Sam's
you.
in her thong.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so totally in her tongue.
Hey,
That's
she's
just it.
she's one with the woods.
Interesting choice.
Hey,
I like when she's like, at least she's got pants.
35 hit points back.
Bless you.
And I get 7 back. Yay, life cleric. And I'm going to do we still look like Githyanki warriors?
No.
Well, because
I
we were
don't.
disguised as Githyanki warriors, weren't we?
I don't.
Originally, you were when you took the ship, but I think that effect would have dropped away during the planier shifting that the ship was going through. As quite a bit
so
of
we
time,
look like ourselves?
Yeah, quite a bit of time would have passed.
Because it was with the rings, so I wasn't sure if the rings of disguised self.
It's been a while.
I don't know.
I mean, they last an hour. Is how long they're supposed to last.
They only last an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we look like ourselves. And I'm gonna call out to the dragon, because I speak Draconic. We mean you no harm. I'm not laughing.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's find a dice that's not gonna fuck me. Come on.
Good luck with that.
I know. I have no bonuses for persuasion, so it's only a 14.
14. The dragon just kind of looks at you, its eyes furrow as it begins to realize something has landed on top of it. Oh, but I mean to harm you.
Okay. I tried, guys. I don't think I have any bonus action spells, so that's my turn.
All right, that'll finish your turn. The dragon is now up. Asborn, go ahead and give me a athletics check, please.
Do I get advantage on it for I'm enlarged right now? Or is that only strength checks?
That would only be if you were larger than it.
Okay. So just regular.
Correct.
26.
I rolled a natural 1. You are firmly on its back. It tries to shake you off, and you just hold on with no problem whatsoever. That was its action. It is going to be kind of pissed because it thought it could break.
There we go.
Let's see here. Yeah, I guess, yeah. You know what? Let me check. That is not a 5 or a 6. It's going to move with you on its back a little bit further or closer to the ship.
Up. You can do your rapier swipe now.
Yep.
Yep, how close?
Go for it. It is now in melee range of you, Mara. So go ahead and roll to attack.
Yay. Do I get 1 swipe or 2?
You get your full attack action.
Okay. Oh no, that's terrible. The first one is a 16.
16 will not hit.
And then 24.
24 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for
No.
damage.
22. Sorry.
22 will just
22.
barely hit.
Okay.
Look at Sam's face.
We're doomed. He was right. We are doomed.
When a 22 barely hits.
Oh god, it's terrible.
No.
That is 15.
15
God.
points of damage. You just slash into the creature, jabbing up and into an exposed scale. You feel meat and bone, and there's a string of blood that just kind of comes out across the white surface of the creature. It just looks down at you after you strike into it.
Hey.
One of these days I'm gonna learn my lessons.
What happened?
It's technology, man. It's just one of those technology days. I forgot to...
Yeah, right now I can't see your screen at all.
Really?
Yeah,
I can see
I'm
his
watching
screen.
on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can
Of
see
course.
his screen.
I think it's a me problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
that
see
happened
it.
to me a
Everything's
couple of
fine
weeks
so
ago.
far.
yeah. Fortunately, browser-based Discord on Macs just won't work. They just are not reliable, unfortunately. All right. So, after that's the end of your turn, Mark, because that was your held action. It's going to use a legendary action on you at the end of your turn and attempt
Yes, it is.
to bite you. That is a 21.
Does a 21? Mara, does a 21 hit you?
Yep, sorry, muted. Yep.
Okay. That is going
I'm
to
gonna
be
guess yes.
that is going to be 31 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
That will finish its legendary action. Asborn, you are up, and then Tobias is on deck.
Can I move to the upper neck of the dragon and get right behind its head?
Give me an acrobatics, please.
Okay. Oh, please. If I fall off, nah, that'd be so sad. Oh, 10.
10. You guys watch as Asborn attempts to move, shift, and get closer to the backside of the head of the dragon. Losing her footage, begins to tumble off the front of the head of the dragon and falls prone onto the deck of the ship.
Lucky
Can I
for
get
that.
back up for
At
half
least we
my
found on
movement?
the ship.
Get rid of the fly. As you are prone on the ship, I will say, yeah, because it would have been half your movement to do what you tried to do. And so your entire movement is to get back up after you've fallen onto the ship. But because of your large size, you don't take any fall damage.
Am I still close enough to its head to hit it?
Sure.
Am I in base?
Yeah, I mean, it's like right there by the ship. So yeah.
Okay. Can I use my interaction or my action to try to rip out its eyeball? Like shove my fist into its eyeball.
You can certainly
Wow.
try.
That sounds painful.
What would that be? Would that be a
Be an unarmed.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be an unarmed strike.
okay? So just a normal attack roll.
Correct.
All right. 27.
27 will definitely hit. Go ahead and well, your unarmed strike damage should already be down there for you. Because you've doubled your size, I'll let you double your unarmed strike damage.
12 damage.
So 12 points of damage as you slam into its head. Unfortunately, it twists away before you could try to eye gouge it.
Damn. Alright. I'm gonna use my sorcery points to use quicken spell and use hold monster on the dragon.
At what? At what level?
6th level.
6th level. You watch as your spell just melts away as it uses its legendary resistance
Distance.
to avoid it.
Jerk.
No, I'm so sad I failed that acrobatics check.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that ends my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Tobias with Sam on deck.
Okay. I've never used this, so I'm going to attempt to use this on a dragon. I'm going to use my panache. So I make a persuasion check and can test the creature's insight check. On a success, the hostile creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than me for 1 minute or until an ally.
So you're basically trying to get aggro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
So
He's evasion tanking. He's evasion tanking.
I have to use my. Sorry. Where's it at? Oh, persuasion. Okay, persuasion. I got. Yeah. And I'm gonna use my. Didn't we get a D20 of inspiration?
Yes, you did.
20?
Okay, I'm gonna use that just to try to get a good roll. Okay, so I got a 20, and just for shits and gigs, so a 32.
Yeah, you managed to get it to focus directly at you. Its eyes narrow.
And I say to him, "How can something with breath so cold still have horrible, horrible breath?"
It just looks at you and growls and like, kind of, who said that?
Me.
You watch as this massive
salamander.
You watch as his massive head looks down at you. And anything else you want to do?
So that takes an action.
Or it eats you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that takes my action, so let me see.
Bonus action.
Actions.
I don't
do
think
anything else.
Groovy 2 is looped. How weird. Somebody's been mucking with my...
One additional action. I don't know where I'm going to use this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use Action Surge.
Okay.
I can take one additional action, and I'm going to shoot him with my pistols.
All right, go for it.
Okay. So let's see. First attack is going to be a
Roll high, roll high.
27.
That'll definitely hit.
Next one will be a 31. And the next one will be a, probably gonna miss on that. 14, 15, 16. 20. Dirty.
Dirty 20 will miss.
Will miss. Okay, so I hit him twice. And first one's going to be sneak attack damage. Sorry, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, and then where's my other D12? There it is. I need 2 D12.
You can do this, Tobias. One shot him. One shot the dragon.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very likely.
So the first
So likely.
47 points of damage.
Nice. That's with your pistols, right?
Yeah.
Just rapid firing pistols go off. Watch chunks of like white, scaly flakes just kind of bounce off of it. Little trails of sparks and blood as well. You definitely have its full attention as it's going to use a legendary action to attempt to take a bite at you as well. With disadvantage because of size difference.
And he's got a disadvantage on attack rolls.
You can only do disadvantage once, my friend.
Double. I'm going to use my legendary ability, and he explodes. Okay.
I rolled an 18 and a 16, so 25.
You totally hit me.
25.
18 and a 16. So the 16
Well, it was
is
disadvantage, and it's 16 plus.
Oh.
16 plus 9, 25.
Oh. So barely hits me.
Okay. Is your AC 25 now?
Just hits. No, it's only 18. I'm just messing with you.
Yep, barely hits.
That will be 29 points of piercing damage.
Jeez.
Go ahead and give me a dex save because of size difference. He's attempting to swallow you.
All right. Well,
You
I
get
take half
advantage?
that. I take half that. So let me take my damage here. Okay, and then I do a save on what?
Okay.
Dex save?
Yep.
Dex save.
Roll high.
Oh, it's not high.
Oof.
11.
11. You're considered
Grapple?
grappled in its mouth. You'll need to make an athletics check during your next turn to either break it or be swallowed.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that's it.
I love it when I go to click on the wrong screen. Oops.
Do you have another screen like this, but it's all of our bloody bodies laying around?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops, I didn't want to show you guys that one yet.
Oops, too soon.
All
Man,
right.
every time I need a clutch roll, I blow it. Oh well. I'm inside the mouth of a large dragon.
All right. That'll finish Tobias. Sam, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of
Gargantuan
round
dragon.
2.
Yes, do you think you could get loose, or do you need help?
Me?
I was gonna do something, but now I'm like, should I send Pepper to go help you?
I'm holding on to like a tooth, and I got up my foot on the bottom tooth. I got this.
Okay.
He's like picking out dead like Yeti meat out of the teeth.
Would I be able to conjure a fire elemental?
Sure, why not?
Yes. Yes.
So I want to conjure a fire elemental, and when it pops up, I would like to point to the dragon and tell it to go hug his face.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hug the neck then. How about that? Maybe he'll spit you out.
So you want to attack the dragon?
Yeah, basically when it first, so let me see, fire elemental. It makes okay, so here's where I have a question. When it first enters a creature's space, the creature takes 1d10 fire damage. However, it then has multi-attack and it has 2 touch attacks. Would that be 3 attacks total, or would it just be the first one and then maybe one more?
So when it first enters its space,
Yeah.
it's an area of effect, I believe. So it's just 2
Yeah.
attacks. So it automatically has to take 1d10 damage. So go ahead and roll that first. Fire damage. Add an extra d6 for vulnerability.
1 and 6, so total is 7. I
Okay.
rolled a 1, unfortunately.
Okay.
So that was when it first enters the area,
Okay.
and then it's gonna try and hug his neck.
Can a fire elemental fly?
It just says the elemental can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing. It doesn't say how it moves.
Yeah, it doesn't fly. That's an air elemental that flies. So I would say if it's going to try to...
Can it jump off the ship onto it?
Sure, but that's more of a grapple. That's an action. So it can't like attack, grapple. So it can either grapple or attack. Can't do both.
Is the dragon close enough that it could reach for an attack?
Sure, it's like right along the edge of the ship at this point.
Okay, I'd rather do attack.
Okay, go for it.
So first one is... no, it's not going to hit. 16.
Nope, that'll miss.
Oh god, 7.
So yeah, you did
no.
the fire elemental kind of shifts over and the flames begin to touch the edge of the creature and it just goes to swipe at the giant dragon in front of it. You just watch the flames kind of harmlessly go by as the dragon dodges and avoids the strikes of the fire elemental. Anything else you want to do?
Yes, I would like to move and hide. So over where the trap door is, if I could go in there, please. I'm a very squishy character, surprisingly, as an orc. I need to hide.
So we'll say you are hiding inside of there for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check just as a base.
Not with that dice. Let me see. Stealth. God, I'm so bad at stealth, too. Oh, that's not bad. 16.
Okay. All right. That will finish Sam's turn at the top of the second round. Mara, you are up, and then Oswald, you are on deck.
So I'm still in melee with him, right?
Yep.
Okay. So could I I want my mouse work. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to cast my blood curse of the bloated agony.
Okay.
That sounds
That's the right
pleasant.
one.
Your curses are like so metal.
Yeah. Sounds like a death metal band.
So metal,
Yeah,
brah.
That's what I wanted. Okay, so he has disadvantage on strength and dex checks, and he takes 1d8 necrotic damage if he makes more than one attack on its turn.
Okay.
Okay. So I do that, and then I will go ahead and swing 2 strikes with my rapier. Oh, that's good. That one's not good. So 15, I assume we'll miss.
Yep, 15 will miss.
And then 24.
24 will hit.
Okay. Play it a little bit better.
High damage, high damage, high damage, high damage.
18. Oh, I didn't do this last time. I'm gonna brand him with my brand of tethering.
Okay.
What does that do? So he can't dash. He can't teleport. I know where he is. If he deals damage within someone with 5 feet of me, he takes psychic damage. Yay.
I think we're all within 5 feet of you.
With the exception of Samara, who all of you hear a trapdoor shut as she disappears behind it.
Have fun, guys. Bye.
Peace out.
Oh, damn it. If I had branded him first, it would have dealt an additional damage die. Okay. My bad.
Does that finish,
Okay.
finish your turn?
Now
Do
he's
you,
branded.
are you done?
Yes, now I'm done.
Okay. Oswald, you are up, and then fire your on deck.
Okay,
Destroy all you.
give me a second.
1,000. 1,000.
Okay, your literal doo-doo.
What are you eating? Watermelon?
Eating a chicken sandwich.
I'm eating watermelon. Jason cuts me up a watermelon very often.
Oh,
Okay.
What a good-
Nope. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, of course.
Partner.
Yes.
I'm going to cast mental prison.
Okay.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence save. That is a 14.
That fails.
Okay.
Gonna take 22 psychic damage.
Okay.
And hold on. They are for the next minute restrained and cannot see or hear anything beyond the illusion.
He will take the psychic damage, but expend his second legendary resistance to avoid that.
The homunculus on his back will cast mental prison.
Same.
Okay. Another intelligence save.
Yes.
That is a 21.
Reroll.
Reroll.
Chronal shift. Reroll.
Okay.
Chrono something or other, yeah.
That is a 18.
That barely doesn't save.
Okay. So now he's considered restrained.
He's restrained for 1 minute and takes an additional 39 psychic damage. I rolled 3 10s.
Nice.
Wow.
He's restrained for 1 minute and cannot see or hear anything outside of the cube that is completely around his body.
So let me check something here real quick.
Is that until he takes damage?
Let me
How
check.
often can he save?
Okay, on a successful save, the target takes spell ends on the spell save. If the area immediately around the target's space appear dangerous to it in some way, you may cause the target to perceive whatever you want. The target can't see or hear anything beyond. If the target is moved out of the space, tries to make a melee attack through it, or any part of it goes through it, it'll take more damage, and there is no additional saves. It's restrained for 1 minute.
Got you.
And it does not break on it being attacked.
That is a heck of a spell. So it's basically at 0 movement because it's restrained.
And if it tries to attack through it, it's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And also, the illusion around it is treated as its worst nightmare, basically.
Which would
So
be a fire elemental the size of
Elemental.
itself.
Basically, yeah, eating it right now. Basically,
So its
Eat!
attacks
Run
have
away!
its attacks have disadvantage as well. It is going to use its legendary action though to tail swipe at you, out of both fear and everything else involved. Yeah,
at me.
yeah. Which
Well, I can't
means
see him now.
It can't see us, and it already has disadvantage from Tobias' thing.
Well, yeah, it's going to attack with disadvantage, but it's going to attempt to try to strike at where it felt that the spell came from.
Yeah.
But it's a 30-foot arc on the tail swipe. So everybody gets... I need deck saves from everybody. And you can go ahead and do that with advantage as it's... No, because you're below deck.
Would Oswald be behind me in the path of the tail swipe?
Yes, you're all in area effect of the tail swipe.
I got a 22.
Okay, that will be a save.
Who gets advantage?
Everybody gets advantage.
Oh, advantage, nice.
Because it's
You
doing
get
it.
advantage because it can't.
I know. Oh, damn.
Just marginally better. That's a
Asborn, you get to roll twice.
I did roll
Non-natural.
twice.
Ugh.
I got 12.
12. So Asborn
No.
has a 12. Mar, what'd you get?
non-natural 20.
Okay, so you're good. Asborn.
I also got a non-natural 20.
Okay. Fire, what'd you get? 21?
22.
22. Tobias, what'd you get?
Inside his mouth.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He can't tail swipe you. Asborn's the only one that failed. Well, he will take full damage. She will take
Don't
full
die.
damage. That is 31 points of bludgeoning damage to Asborn. Everybody
Not
else
bad.
takes half.
15?
So 15.
Yep.
I need to make a con save for enlarge/reduce,
Yep, go for it.
which I got a 17, which is more than 15.
So you're good there.
I think it's like half of 15, isn't it?
Well, it's half of 15.
10.
It's half of the damage or a minimum of 10.
Yeah.
So you are still enlarged. And that prism spell is not a concentration spell?
No, it is. This is what I just rolled for.
Thought it was the enlarge/reduce, and it was the homunculus. that cast
Prison's
that one.
on. Yeah, prison's from a homunculus.
Okay, so that's why you've got dual con going on. Gotcha. All
Except he
right.
didn't take any damage because he didn't get tail swipe because he's up there
Yep.
on his back.
Yep.
Because he can fly.
All right. That will finish your turn, unless you want to move.
What else can I do?
I think we should fly away.
No, I agree. I'm gonna go run down to the controls.
Okay. Now, it requires concentration to fly the ship.
Oh, crap.
I don't care anymore.
Just drop the concentration on me.
Yeah, I'm dropping concentration on her.
Okay.
But the homunculus can still concentrate, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
just basically floating between his shoulder blades right now.
And Oswald is now down below deck, goes racing right past Samar.
Wait, what about Tobias? He's still in the mouth.
Oh, I'm
I'm
out.
grabbing Tobias.
Do I
You
get
can grab
that?
him. He's restrained. You can't move.
This thing attacked my ship. It's going down. You see him load one of his pistols.
That'll finish his Oswald's turn, as it'll take a full turn for you to take control of the ship again. Fire, you are up, and then the dragon will be on deck, but he will be restrained.
I'm gonna try and get Tobias out of the dragon's mouth.
Okay, give me athletics.
Never have any fun.
Do I have advantage because the dragon is restrained?
I do not believe so.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, because you're attempting to pull Tobias from its
Okay.
mouth.
Yeah, okay, that dice is okay. All right, come on. Roll high. Okay. 18.
18. That is a 17. You managed to pull Tobias out of its mouth. And he's now
I put him
back
on my shoulder.
on deck with you.
I put him on my shoulder.
Okay.
What are you doing? I had him just where I wanted him.
You wanted to be in his mouth? Let's see, was that my action?
Yes, that was your action. So have your bonus
Okay.
action and your move.
Move, I'm gonna back away. And bonus action. I'm going to mass healing word.
Okay.
Which is 60 feet, so I should still be able to catch everybody.
Everybody but Sam and Oswald, they're below deck.
Because they're below deck.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. 2d4. I'm doing it at 4th level. 2d4. 14. Everybody gets 14 points of damage back. I mean, points of healing back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's not more.
I'm back to max.
No, Max is in Monday's game. Bias.
Was.
Max
What happened to
in-
Max?
Max was in Monday's game.
Hey, you know what? You never know. You never know.
You never know.
Sorry guys, I got kid aggro again. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Ah, the kid aggro. Ah, we're all gonna die. It's
Ah.
worse than a dragon.
Alright.
Ah.
She has her +5 helm of curlers on, so good.
That is a 6 on its breath recharge, which it's going to use as its attack action. So everybody on deck, including, well, Samara's disappeared, so.
Tell where we are?
Yeah, I mean, it's fighting blind and restrained. It's mostly in panic mode at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't escape even if it wanted to because it's restrained.
If it did try to escape, it takes 10d10 psychic damage.
Exactly. So everybody go ahead and make deck saves for me with advantage. It is doing the breath weapon blind.
Okay. Roll
Perfect.
high. Roll high.
I got a 30.
I got 25.
Okay. Samara's below deck, but somebody roll for her elemental for me, would you please?
I only got a 15.
15, so the elemental will fail. Everybody else will save. Everybody takes 78 points of damage, with the exception of Samara and Oswald, who are down below. Everybody who saved takes half of 78, which I believe is 39 points of cold damage.
Oh, we.
I'm going to use my reaction again.
Okay. Samara, how many
me,
hit points does your elemental have?
The elemental has 102.
It just took 39 points of cold damage, or 78 points of cold damage. Sorry.
78 points.
Yep.
Okay.
The dragon takes 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay. And it
Does it
senses its restraint, so it will not move. It'll stay still. That means Asborn, you're on deck, and then Tobias. I'm sorry, Asborn, you're up, and then Tobias is on deck.
I'm just gonna hit it twice with my maul.
Go for it.
Is it advantage?
I don't think restraint gives advantage. I think we're thinking of stunned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was just looking at that, and I believe restrain.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to
Oh yeah,
its
you
speed.
do have advantage. Okay.
Okay, so I got a 29 and a 25.
Both will hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, and then I add 1d4 extra damage. So I'm gonna do this twice. 11, 14, 25, 29 points of damage.
Total.
And I'm just gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on myself.
Okay.
And that's
Alright.
it.
I'll finish your turn. Tobias, you are up, and then Sam is on deck.
I think I'm going to move away. Going to disengage and move at least away so he can't get me with a tail swipe or an attack with his mouth. So the only thing I want him to be able to do is a breath weapon on me. And if that's far enough away, then I will take my attacks.
Yeah, any further, you'll be off the ship.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could go up and down the ship, though, too, right?
Yeah, we could put you over here at your furthest point.
Let me look and see what my attack bonuses are again. 14. So 29,
29 will definitely hit.
a 26. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 26, 30, and a nat 20. So I will do only one of these will be a nat 20. I'll do the last.
I swear, it's like watching him do like engineering arithmetic.
Oh wow! So 12. 13, 14. So 34 points of damage on the first attack, which was double damage. And then the other attacks will do. Uh, 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, I mean, after all that, Oswald, go ahead and roll 10d10, please.
Oh shit!
Oh, he crossing through the barrier?
He's booking it. He's using his legendary action to fly away.
Okay, 10d10. Yeah, he's taking 80 psychic damage.
Good lord.
Is he's not like crossing the plane of existence, is he?
No, he's basically using his legendary action to get out of here, and that causes the trigger effect of the psychic damage.
Okay. Yeah, because if he tries to leave the plane, then my brand of tethering triggers.
No, he hasn't mastered the art of planar shift like his targets have.
Okay.
How far away is he right now?
He immediately moved with his legendary action. He is 240 feet away.
How fast can this thing fly?
Hunt him down!
Well,
Attacks
can
us and
fly.
runs away!
I
and
don't
you
think he
do
can fly
have the
200.
battering ram on the front of the ship.
My goodness.
We got the cannons.
I have alternate methods of death as well.
Let's run away.
Whoa! What does that mean?
So,
If you think
fly
if
in the
this
opposite
guy's running,
direction?
he ain't living.
so
Goodness.
with that, we're technically out of initiative at this point.
Let's not chase him. Let's just
Okay, I'm
go.
He is
loading into the ship.
He is essentially fleeing.
All right.
I'm loading in the ship and I'm running out. I'm going after him. Let's go.
He flies faster than we do.
Does he?
Well,
Yeah.
he normally can fly 120 feet at full tilt. He uses legendary action to to dash away, which doubled his flying speed at 240 feet. So he's booking it. He's moving pretty fast.
Can I ask how much percentage-wise the damage did we do to him? Just curious.
Give me an insight
One.
check.
Oh, okay. I'm horrible at those, but I'll try anyway.
I'll try.
Insight.
So, but how
Okay.
fast does the ship move?
40.
I have no idea.
40?
I sent the
40.
I sent the document over. Somebody should have that.
I have it.
Okay.
40
Give it to
when
me.
not
I'm
in,
the one who's driving the damn thing.
40 when not in the astral sea.
Yeah.
We're slow as
70,
balls.
70 when we're in the
Yeah.
astral sea.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, why are we so slow?
Well, let's get going. Let's get out of here before he changes his mind.
Yes. And can we see about cloaking? Can you make this thing
Send,
invisible?
send me the document.
It
You didn't
costs-
send me the document.
It costs too much power to cloak.
It's 1 charge per round. Yeah. Yep. Upload file.
I've memorized the astral mouse and all its abilities.
The astral
Yeah.
mouse.
Is that the name of the ship?
With that, you guys watch as the massive white dragon, you just lose sight of it.
All right, Aiden, I
disappears.
sent it to you.
You got it, thank you.
Mhm. Let's go hide somewhere and figure out where we are.
I was just gonna say, do we even know where we are?
You're definitely somewhere very frozen and very cold.
We're somewhere
Would
cold.
I know it in my travels?
I wrote
Um,
down the Rhine tundra.
Samar, give me a survival check.
No, we did this last game.
Yes, I wrote down. I think someone did a survival check. We're in the Rhine
Okay.
tundra.
You're in the Rhine Plains and the Crystal Sands Tundra.
But can I tell like which direction we need to go?
Well, where are we going? Where's our destination?
We're trying to
To
go to my
warmer
buddies
climes.
in the
Oh,
some
that's right.
mountains, the Cyrios
Yeah.
Mountains.
Luxodon.
Aren't those the mountains that are southwest on the map? Over that large forested area?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we just need to travel southwest, I
We just
guess.
have to go southwest.
So if you guys are below deck with Oswald, he does have a map of everything because the ship is pulsing and relaying the imagery back to him so that Oswald can continue to steer and guide the ship. The Cyrios Mountains are probably 2 weeks away by dirigible. You're very deep. I mean, you're very much on the edge of civilization. You're way out there.
How?
Do we have enough power to get there?
Yeah. How many charges do we have?
How many does it say you have on the document?
I'm looking.
I think it's 30.
Distance per charge, 25 charges.
Yeah, I believe you have a stock of 25 charges available.
Yes, it's 25 per day.
Yeah. It's 25 charges to use this thing per day. It is
25
also
cells?
correct.
Yeah,
And then
25.
each cell is
yes.
25 charges.
I can check how many there are
Yeah.
right now. Each crystal store. Wait, each crystal can store up to. So how many crystals are there?
You currently have 12 crystals.
12.
12.
crystals.
Ooh, wow, we have a lot then actually.
Oh.
Because 12 times 25 is a lot. That's 300. We technically have 300, but that's the max we can have, and I can make an Arcana check to see how many we have right now currently.
Go for it.
Okay. I got a 19, which is higher than 13, so it should tell me how many charges we have out of 300.
You have 262 charges.
Good.
It's about 10 days travel.
260.
Now,
barely get there.
the ship is capable of being used on the sea as well,
Okay.
because it is a ship. It is masted for both air travel and sea travel.
Maybe
Okay.
we should go take it for some sea travel.
Why don't we
do we-
take it? Okay. Why don't we take it? Yeah, why don't we just take it down the coast? We'll head to the coast where the trees are, where it's a little bit not as cold. And then we'll navigate by sea.
So according to the map system that Oswald has access to, you're somewhere slightly north of Palebank Village, and then slightly
See what
east
that's at.
of Kravarad. So you're on the very
We're like-
edge of the
We're basically like almost in the
Oh.
middle at the very top
correct.
Oh, geez.
of the entire
We need
continent.
to. So we need to travel across land before we can get to the.
Oh,
ocean.
well, let's just go straight across the mountains to by Uralas, and we'll set down there, and we'll take the Ivory Lake, and we'll take it out to sea, and then to the mountains.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We go down to those lakes and then take the lakes out to the sea.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So how long would
I'm
it take
down.
to get from where we are right now to Uralis?
Give me a survival check with advantage, because you do have the mapping system with you.
Yes, I'm a navigator.
Siri. Siri, how long to get to Uralas?
How long to get to urine? How long to get to urine?
No, that's not what I said. Dang, I hate this thing.
I got a 17.
A
Depends
17.
on how hydrated you are.
From where you currently are to Uralis looks to be about 2 days, assuming the weather holds. Once you're on the Ivory Lake, and then taking the river system that feeds out to the sea, you're looking at another 3 or 4 days. Your overall journey, because you're no longer going to include flying as well, you're adding another week to your journey. And that's hoping
fine.
that weather conditions are good.
Is
We
there
can
a way
do-
to speed that up if I were to use powers?
But always
So-
try.
How the ship works is that we can dump spell slots into it in order to give it more
Right.
charge.
Our
So,
spell
like-
slots?
Yes,
Yeah.
our spell slots.
So as we're traveling by sea, you guys could technically be recharging crystals, right?
Yeah, I can do that
Yeah.
because I have a bunch of like first and second level spell slots that I don't use at all. I can just pump them in.
Yeah, so every day you could expend a certain amount, and then we could figure out in 2 weeks how many charges we could get.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
not
I
that
like
we-
that.
I'm gonna go make a notepad real quick. I need to do math.
Okay.
Yeah, how fast does it go? I'm sorry if I missed this. How fast does it go just on its own?
Flying 40 feet
40 feet,
when
but
not
then-
in the astral sea.
What we're doing is we're calculating by days. So an entire day is 1 crystal, which is 25 charges.
If we're flying.
If we're flying.
If we're
On
gonna
the
fly.
sea, it takes no crystals. We're fine on the sea.
Right. So we could
But
technically
it's slower, of course.
So technically, while we're sailing, we could, the magic users could be recharging the crystals.
What we
And then
should
if we-
do.
If we
It's
really
intermittent
needed to take
first.
off out of the sea, if something happens, we could just take off.
I think what we should do is do intermittent bursts of like one day we're on the sea, we're on the open sea. We do 1 day on the sea, 1 day in the air, 1 day on the sea, 1 day in the air,
Yeah. I
or
think
however
that
many we can intersperse so that every time that we're on the sea, we recharge an entire crystal while we're on the sea.
Right. We could do that.
Okay.
Which I think if we have, because I can give 7 spell slots. Who can give some spell slots? Pipe up.
I can give spell slots.
I
How many?
can. Let me see.
Well,
hold
I got
on.
I got first and second level spell slots that, I can do.
Yeah.
If we want to save third, fourth, and fifth, and
There we go.
That's what I'm doing. I'm giving my first and second.
So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 spell slots.
Can I
With
raise
just one spell slot per day, you can power a Githyanki ship. Give generously.
Okay.
My
Sounds like a
first-
pyramid
my first
scheme.
and my first and my second spell slots are 7 spell slots.
So 17,
okay.
7, we're at 21, so we just need 4 more.
Can my race
I can give
spells
all my first level.
do that? Will
That's
that
four.
Where
work?
the heck are
Oh,
we?
there we go. If we do my first, second, nice
my
map
brain is blowing
coverage.
up.
That map is
I've
trying
never
to take us over.
Trying to take us
I've never
out.
seen this map. It's
Math.
destroying my brain
So-
activity.
Here's what we do. Me,
I
Fire,
think it's
Sam, and Asborn's first level spell slots, but then my first and second, Fire's first and second, and Sam's first and second. We can recharge a crystal every day.
Oh,
So that means
Okay.
every day we sail in the sea, the next day we fly in the air. Sail in the sea,
Okay.
fly in the air. And that should like halve the movement time, or close to half. Because we're going.
So, Oswald,
one
as
day
all
now.
of you guys are planning this, you're not still entirely familiar with how this thing works. There will be some downtime trying to figure out the disconnect, organizing the cells, charging the cells. But if you guys all help each other, we'll say during your first day of travel, you're spending most of your time trying to learn how everything works. So for those that want to learn how the cannons work, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
my worst.
By the way, I'm going to expand as many spell slots as I can.
I want to learn.
Oh, actually, I need to learn how to do the charging first. Let me learn that.
Okay. So go ahead and, in your case, go ahead and give me
I'm helping.
give me Arcana with advantage.
Okay, Arcana with advantage. That is a 25.
Okay. Bias,
a
would you?
12.
A 12.
I
Um,
rolled a 10 for intelligence.
Okay.
You're so
Are we doing
dumb.
canon stuff?
Yes,
They're
it is
trying.
a cannon.
They're trying.
Tobias,
I
what
rolled
do you
a
think of it?
19. I rolled a
Oh, you
19
put your
for
head in this
intelligence.
hole.
Well, but you're
dirty 20.
helping Oswald Fire.
Oh, I was helping. Okay,
Yeah.
then I didn't.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Mara, what are you doing with your time?
I need a short rest for sure.
Oh.
If I was gonna
Oh,
do
you're
that.
like dead on the ground. Wait a second. Did I forget about that?
Wait, who's dead on the ground?
Mara's like, is he
No,
like 1 health or
No,
something?
I'm not like totally dead.
That was me. I was 1 health.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were 1 health. Okay.
I healed her.
I remember when someone was 1 health and then I just blinked from the rest on.
But I,
You were like, screw him. It's fine.
Room, sling magic. That's what I do, is just sling magic.
You're
Yeah.
one health.
Yeah.
I'm not the healer. I don't care.
I can't really do much with the magic ship. I don't do the magics. So
I mean, with my homunculus, I can solo a dragon, so.
So, if you guys look at the main map, right? So, by the way, this is technically what your ship looks like.
cool.
And the glass chambers where you maintain the charges, the masts, and it's not a traditional dirigible ship. It uses the arcanic magical energy to keep it aloft, and the mast system is what you use to guide it and steer it. There are 4 massive lightning cannons, 2 in the front deck, 2 in the rear deck. There's plenty of room for a small crew on this ship. Once again, it is a smaller ship designed for speed, quickness, and for those of you studying the canon, Oswald and Tobias nearly blow themselves up in the process. But Samara kind of comes over, calms everybody down, and you can see a series of crystals that get moved up and down on the panel, the glass-like panel of the cannon. And you begin to understand, with the 3 of you spending most of the remainder of the day, realizing that these crystals control the amount of energy that the cannons are going to use. The cannons themselves will use up charges within the crystal. Each shot will use up a charge. Mara, you can go ahead and click off your short rest.
Can you say that last bit again? The last couple words.
Each cannon will use up a charge for each shot.
Okay, it's 1 charge per shot. Okay.
Correct.
I'm gonna roll a couple of hit die.
Okay. Now, based on where you are, far north of Palebrook Village, and you're trying to go all the way down to the Cyrios Mountain Range, correct? Which is about as far west as you can go. Southwest that you can go. So looking at the entirety of the continent map, with your plan of dumping charges, and so is the plan to try to always stay in the air?
The plan is to do to basically go on the sea, use spell slots to recharge crystal, use that same crystal the next day to go 1 day in the air, then 1 day on the sea. So it's basically just air 1 day, sea the next day.
Okay.
And it's sea days.
Or, I mean,
recharge.
if we run into some obstacle or something, or if the sea's going good, we can just continue.
Actually, couldn't we just do air all day? Because we can recharge crystal every day too.
Yeah, I guess we could just do the air.
I think
We just do
whatever
air
gets
the entire time.
fastest.
I think it'd be safer because
I mean,
There's
looking
way
at
more
the
things on the sea than there.
yeah, and looking at the
Yeah.
map, you begin to realize that to cruise the Emerald Gulch or the depths is going to take you within either the Zoroastrian Empire or the Dwendalian Empire, which means you're going to run into their vessels. There's just no doubt about that.
yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah.
We want to
Yeah.
avoid any imperial entanglements.
I'm realizing that would work if we were like making a surplus of charges, but we don't have enough storage for surplus. So yeah, we just do every day, and then every day just charge the next crystal
All right.
before we go. So
You said
Awesome.
we can have a total of 300.
we can have a total of 300. We have 262 right now. I'm gonna charge that up until I'm gonna use all my spell slots I have left. How many do I have left? Hold on, I can give right now.
Yeah, you blew a lot on that dragon fight.
I really didn't. That was my homunculus who blew the majority of it. 4, 6, 9, 12, 14, 15. 15. Let's see, so I can actually keep 2 more. I'm just trying to charge it up to 275, so we have a good even number.
Okay,
It's not that hard to keep track of.
go ahead and give me Arcana.
I'm really good at that. That's the thing I'm good at. That is a 27.
Now give me Performance with advantage.
With advantage, performance. That's a 15.
Now give me a regular sleight of hand. Make sure you don't blow anything up.
Don't blow anything up.
I literally cannot guarantee that.
Don't be Tobias. Don't be Tobias.
Sleight of hand. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That is a 17.
Yeah, so as all of you kind of begin to learn how this ship works, the first thing that you notice is that there's an empty chamber for a crystal to be placed into. And then as soon as you take the one crystal out, once it reduces its charge, it's a rotation that you can set up. But it requires coordination and effort. So clearly the ship needs a crew. There needs to be at least 2 or 3 people maintaining the crystals and assisting Oswald at this point if you want to keep a decent pace. This will create some challenges as, you know, if you don't take long rests, you'll eventually start taking on exhaustion. So either you'll have to put the ship on autopilot, or you'll have to come up with a way to manage that. But at least 3 people are required. So Oswald, you are navigating the ship, and then you need at least 2 people to help you maintain the crystalline components and maintain it to keep it up in the air. The other 3 are pretty much free to do whatever they want, unless you set up rotating shifts. But you're looking, if you do choose to fly to the Cyrios Mountains in the same location that the Luxodon tribe is believed to be located, you're looking at roughly 2 weeks worth of journey time. It's a direct route that will take you from the Grain Wildlands down past Zorhas and down into the Cyrios Mountain peaks. Now, Samara, now that you have access to a little bit more defined maps, go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage as you're beginning to try to figure out exactly where you think the tribe might be.
By the way, I think what we should do, go Ivory Lake, and then as we're swimming down the river, charge the stuff to maximum.
Oh, natural 20, 26.
26, you do find on the Cyrios Mountains section of the range, the familiar forest, the Syrian green forest, where you believe your tribe often nomadically sets in for the winter. This is their winter grounds that they will normally shift into. They will often travel up into the peaks, down into the grasslands, but as soon as winter hits, they always end up in the Syrian green forest. Roughly 2 weeks, given weather conditions and everything that's going on. This allows Oswald to pinpoint the location a little bit better.
So, I want to go down the river with the boat, not using any of the cells, and then using all that time to charge up all the cells until we're at maximum, then fly in the air for the rest. So we're always basically at max.
Gotcha.
300 out of 300.
Okay.
Time.
So who's helping Oswald manage the crystals at this point?
I'm helping Oswald.
I elect
Sleight of
fire.
hand, I'll do
I
it.
elect Fire and Samara because I don't trust Tobias.
What's that supposed to mean?
Come on.
You don't trust me?
Listen. That's what I know in my head. That's why I'm not doing it. But I say aloud to you, Tobias, that hey, you're the captain. You know, most typical captains don't do any of the dirty work. You're supposed to, be our leader and inspire us. That's your job. You don't want to do the dirty work, right?
Right. Tell him that, right.
Is he bullshitting me?
Would you like to find out?
Would you like to find out?
He's already
Is he?
rolling.
Insight, deception.
That was inside deception. Let's go. Come on, bud. Let's go.
Come on, pull up.
Let's see.
My perception. Is it my perception? Perception.
Persuasion?
I thought it was
Definitely
persuasion.
persuasion.
Insight. I thought it was insight.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it's
insight.
insight for Tobias and deception
Okay.
for Oswald.
14.
Okay, I got a 19.
As far as you can tell, he's genuine and
sense to me.
it does make sense to you.
You're right. I've done a lot.
Exactly. Take a load off for this trip, man.
Yeah, I can, what I do? I'm gonna captain the ship and let you guys do your thing.
There you go.
Maybe I'll do some target practice.
Do some target practice, do some sightseeing. If you see anything cool on the ground, we might want to stop and go check it out.
Let
You
us know.
never know.
Yeah.
All right.
And as soon as he leaves the room after that, I'm going to look to both of them and say, we're not stopping, we're continuing going. Ignore anything he says.
Samara and Fire, go ahead and give me con saves really quick.
$16.
16. Samara. Eight.
Ooh.
Maintaining this pace is not easy. Samara, you take a point of exhaustion at this point. Fire, you are on the edge of becoming exhausted. The constant swapping out the crystals, assisting Oswald in maintaining the power levels of the vehicle, unfortunately takes its toll. There's also kind of a residual energy that kind of bleeds off these crystals, almost like a toxic energy. It's kind of hard to explain, but each of you take 4 points of necrotic damage from this kind of strange, arcanic-like energy that's bleeding off these crystals.
Ooh, I might need to heal, guys.
I mean, hey, if we're sleeping every day, we should be fine.
Yeah, but
Are we taking a rest?
Yeah, we're
We
taking
should
rest.
we should take a rest. Do we put it in like...
I can swap out with one of you.
Swap out with one of you if you need to. And also, I have my homunculus. He'll die, though, so I actually don't want to do that. Keep him away from there.
Fire, how many points do you have left?
30.
Okay, you're more tired than I am, or more owie than I am. So if you need to take a rest,
More boo-boos.
yeah. And
Oh, boo boo.
she has more powerful spells, so I would say, Fire, you take a rest. I'll
Okay.
keep on keeping on.
So, for the better part of the journey, this is a daily process and a daily rotation. Tobias, give me investigation.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
There's some weird noises out front.
Okay. Let me know if you need me.
It'd be 26.
26. Exploring the vessel, for the most part, you find a front hold or storage compartment filled with grappling hooks, coiled up cable and rope, lots of empty crates, as well as lots of full crates of some pretty bizarre foodstuffs, oils, short swords, daggers, hand axes, kind of like short clubs, short hammers, everything that you would probably need to board another vessel. It kind of makes sense to you, Tobias, as you examine all this. You eventually get to the rear hold of the ship where you find a lot of like repair equipment and things used to keep the vessel maintained and keeping it well repaired. You now have a pretty good idea of where all the material and equipment is stored. It does not have a traditional ballast section within the hull. The decks, there's only 2 decks. There's technically 3. So there's the main deck, the secondary deck, and then the hull deck. That is really all there is. These ships are designed mostly for flying. They're not really designed for long distances on the sea. So you get the feeling that if you decide to use this thing on the sea, it could be problematic to try to steer and operate, as it's mostly designed to manage itself without very much resistance. We'll time skip the first week, because the first week of the journey gets you out of the Grey and Wildlands. The weather deteriorates and comes back. It deteriorates, comes back, but no horrific storms or blizzards. You eventually make it to the edge of the Zorhashian area after the first 3 or 4 days. Once there, you begin to skirt the Zorhashian Empire and the mountains that kind of border between Dwendal and Zorhasia. No sign of other air dirigibles. You know that they exist, but no sign. Mara, during this week-long travel, at some point, the small stone in your sack, in your bag, begins to kind of hum with a bit of vibration.
Yeah, I knew I should have put it in a bag of holding.
Oh, wait, before I tell the traveler, I pray to the traveler and tell him that we made it okay.
Okay. Eventually you hear Albin's voice in your head. Who is this? Why is this stone? Who are you?
I don't respond.
Wait. I'm gonna
Oh,
shout.
Mara.
Do I hear it?
No,
No.
it's only Mara
No,
that can
it's
hear
like
it. It's
a person.
it's attuned to her.
Damn it! I was gonna shout, "Hey, bitch!"
But I'm immediately gonna go and ask Fire to put it in her bag of holding.
Okay. Disappears in the bag of holding, no longer making a noise or a connection with your attunement, as it's now in a temporary pocket plane of existence.
I'm then gonna go find somewhere to sit by myself and cry.
Okay. With that, anybody else want to do anything with their first week of the journey? This is mostly getting you to the edges of the Zorhashian Empire.
Well, I cast Gentle Repose on that dead Githyanki engineer.
Okay. That
so
gives
that
it
he
10
doesn't
days.
Rot. It
Okay.
gives it 10 days.
Okay.
And guys, do we want to talk to the dead guy?
What would we potentially learn from him?
Go ahead. It's going to be a boring trip.
Anything that we want to know about the ship, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be super helpful, right?
I mean,
Do we
Oswald,
speak
is
to
there
Creepy?
anything that we need to? Is there
What?
anything that we need to know from him?
Can I ask him if there's a
Everything
manual?
about the ship.
I was gonna say, is there a
I gotta
manual
check if
like
there's a
all of the
manual.
ship had? That was super good.
Well, maybe there's a mental manual that you can find or something.
I mean, they can lie to us. They don't have
This
to.
is
tell
Gith
us.
Yankee OnStar. No,
Let's get the Yankee on star.
yeah, we can't get the lightning cannons to work on the starboard side.
Have you tried turning it off
Did you
and on again,
engage the
sir?
crystal? Oh, darn, that's
I mean-
sorry.
Do we
Okay.
do we want to, talk to him?
You know, it'd be
Oswald,
fun
do you
to
think there's anything that we could benefit from talking to him, or do you think we've learned on trial and error?
I think there's always more to learn from the people who actually, flew the ship. Do you need? Do you talk to him mentally, or is it like he can see you
He
physically?
can see me.
Okay, I'm going
He can,
to.
he can see all of us, and
Wouldn't you need to cast comprehend languages as well? Because he only speaks Githyanki.
yes.
Yes, I'm.
No, wouldn't it be tongues? Isn't comprehend languages only reading?
That's what it is.
Tongues. Yeah.
Do I
Comprehend
not?
languages is one way.
Do I not have this character? Do I not have this spell because I'm not the other one?
What?
You're a
You
little
mean
busy
you're
steering the
not?
I don't.
think I have tongues. I just don't have.
I
it
don't.
prepared
I
for
don't
anything.
have seeming on this
Seeming?
character.
Do we have rings of disguise?
Okay, then just use that.
Wait, doesn't Asborn have a kit that he can use? That she can use?
Why
That's what
not
we
it?
did.
We have the rings of disguise.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. We do.
I do not have a disguise kit.
I thought we made you look like Qualish when we first went and looked at the elemental.
Oh no, I do have a single disguise kit. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, because I helped you use it, and then we talked to it.
Okay, yeah, I can
The ring
prep
would be better.
spells, or I can prep tongues, so we could do it on like the second day, or after I sleep, and then any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understands what it says. So yeah. So
They
that
speak a
means
language, right?
uh-huh.
Okay.
So it'll understand me, and I can understand it. And it's not concentration, it doesn't look like.
Great.
And then where's
What's your
Speak with Dead?
name?
What's your name? Where's Speak with Dead? What's your name?
You're gonna cast it like that one time and go,
what's your name?
What should I ask you? That's one question.
Grant a semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. Spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. So we have 5 questions. So, Oswald, if you want to think of 5 questions.
Hold on. 5 questions?
We only have 5 questions, but we can do it in 10 days.
So, like at the start of the trip, you can do 5. At the end of the trip, you can do 5.
Yeah. And we just keep the corpse with gentle repose cast on it in the bottom of the ship.
Okay, number 1. Is there any loot on the ship?
Should that
Number
really be
2.
number 1?
That is number 1. Is this yes or no, or is this they actually explain it?
They can explain it, I think.
If they want to.
I've found all the holds and everything, but maybe if he's got some secret,
Is there any loot on the
Yeah.
ship?
if there's
Okay.
secret compartments in the ship or something that we need to know
That
about.
might be better not to be the first question that we lead with.
Okay, number
He's the
1.
dead guy.
Where is the user's manual?
Where is
Shouldn't it be?
I don't
in the
know.
manual.
if he will understand what user manual means.
Instructions.
Is there a communicator on the ship? Like something to communicate with Githyanki?
I love Speak with Dead. It's my favorite spell.
I love speaking
with
dead.
Communicator.
I got things inside things.
The communicator is probably the dead guy because he probably knew how to cast sending.
Oh my god, stop. Okay, you come with 5 questions then. Because clearly
No,
my
no,
5
no,
questions
no,
aren't
it's
good
okay.
enough for you.
It's okay. I'm just trying to, pose potential,
Okay, then you come up with one.
Okay.
No arguing among the crew. I'll just slide his body overboard and use it
Okay,
for
you
target
think of
practice.
one. I'm just gonna ask anyone to think of one if they're gonna question me. No.
Who else, has ideas for questions?
Okay. I would ask. So what questions did we for
I just
sure get?
imagine you guys are all crisscross applesauce around this corpse, and you're just like, okay.
Okay. First
Is
of
there
all, I
any-
would
is there
ask,
any
is
loot
there
on the
any
ship?
way for the
What about
Githyanki
if there's anywhere we
to...
can get the crystals? Like, where do we find them, or can we get more?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I think we should ask if there is any sort of directions for how to run the ship, like you said, like an instruction manual, but explain that
Kithrak.
to him.
Or what about
Is there a
way-
document or book that explains the effects and different usages of this ship in order for interplanar and non-interplanar travel?
And if so, where is it?
And if so, where is it?
So, are there instructions for the ship?
And if
Yeah,
so,
basically.
where?
And if
And
so,
if so,
what
where?
that's
about,
technically two
like,
questions.
Is there a way to make the ship work without the crystal? Like, can you, like, is there like a manual, like,
Like a manual version.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
like a not like a
can we do it
reading
without
manual,
all
but
the
like you put it on manual.
yes,
Like, what do you mean?
Autopilot?
Fly?
Use the crystal.
oars, or
I think we
or
have to use the
sails.
crystals in order to fly it.
Yeah, there's no way to not use the crystals.
It's
What's your
it's
favorite
considered
color?
loved.
It's
What's
like-
your favorite color, sir?
Can you use a gas car?
How's
without
the wife
gas?
and kids?
Is
Yeah.
there any...
Where should we bury your body?
Where should we bury your body?
Here's two of them. Is there any secret compartments on the ship? Number
Oh, there
one.
you go.
And number two, is there any way that the Githyanki can track this ship? And if so, how they do that?
That's
So that
technically
we can
two.
like disable it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like, is there a
where are
tracker
the
on the
secret
ship?
compartments on the ship?
Is there a
Githyanki
track?
Is there a
This is Cosmont.
Githyanki
Yeah, my ship just got
Tracking
killed.
beacon.
tracking device on the ship? Okay, so we have more than 5 questions. Is there any loot on the ship? Where are the instructions for the ship? Is there a communicator on the ship? Can we get more crystals? Where are the secret compartments on the ship? And is there a Githyanki tracking device on the ship?
Can you only do the spell once, or can you do it
No.
again? No.
We can do it
For the
again in 10
week's
days.
worth of activity, Oswald, give me a intelligence check, please.
Okay. $23.
23. Okay. You maintain the psychic connection, the psychic link, but you begin to learn over the course of the first couple days of getting this under control that there might be an innate natural reality or natural tether between a Githyanki navigator versus a non-Githyanki. This act of remaining tethered and under control of the ship, it takes its toll from day to day. It's difficult. The psychic drain is manageable, but you'll have to check each day that you make a connection with the vessel.
Can I cast a restoration on him to help mitigate that?
If fire.
Yeah.
Remember that last time you brought me back to life when I was short?
Yeah.
Can you control that?
I don't believe so.
Can you ask the traveler if you can do that?
Well, I've never had it happen before, and I think it might have more to do with that worm in your chest.
I don't think being a halfling made me... having the worm in my chest made me small. I think you made me small.
I don't think I made you small.
I think you made me small.
I think
That's
the
a
Stormlord made you small because you're also not dead anymore.
Yay.
Ooh, well, I technically
And-
haven't... Never mind.
The Stormlord allowed the resurrection effect, but becoming a halfling was a random occurrence of that.
So can we, ask the traveler if I can die and come back as a Githyanki? That'd be cool.
I really don't think it works like that. But, I mean, we have a dead body, but you're not a hollowed one anymore.
I asked him for a bunch of things. He couldn't do anything.
Wait. I just remembered something.
What?
I have a great idea. Give me a second.
Oh, this doesn't sound
Why do
good.
I always get real nervous when he says that?
Give
You
me a
should.
second. You guys can go. You guys do stuff. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
This is a bad idea.
Wait,
Something terrible.
are you
I
going
wanna
to go play with your little
concentrate-
halfling?
Shut
Just-
up.
Just for my week, I want to concentrate on the gunnery and getting my gunnery up to snuff and how to quickly get the cannons online and stuff like that.
That'll cost charges.
That's cool.
Hey,
Wait a
those are our
second.
spell
I've got
slots.
slave
Wait a
down. I
second.
mean, I've got magic users down there that can recharge the crystals.
I guess I'll help him with that.
Find this
Make him poop
idea.
frogs fire.
It's an
No.
old idea, but I
What
got
if
it.
You are totally vomiting
So-
frogs right now.
So
What if
Asborn,
some-
frogs.
Asborn and
Blit
Tobias,
frogs.
As-
Blit frogs.
Asborn and Tobias, go ahead and give me. Let's see how we want to do this. Go ahead and just give me wisdom checks. Let's see how
Wisdom checks.
see how well you can figure this device out. You have
I'm
an
very unwise.
you have an understanding
We
of it,
know.
but you're now going to attempt to operate it.
I got a 9.
9. Okay.
I got a 12.
Yeah. Now both of you give me regular performance checks.
Okay, performance.
Yada-da-da, yada-da-da-da.
I got an 8.
Performance.
This.
I got a-
Oh, I can't.
I
Find
got a
it.
3.
Oh.
So you guys figure out what you think the crystal alignment needs to be, and you shift them and move them, and then you, based on what you think works to get this thing to operate, you kind of press down on the crystals once they're in alignment. You watch as an electrical current kind of begins to like kind of swirl around the cannon, and there's a brief smell of like burning and ozone as a huge gout of lightning goes crashing out away from the cannon at about 120-foot line, a jagged blue and white line. And then you watch as the cannon goes, falls silent, and it's now heavily smoking coming off of it, and you can't seem to get it to fire again. So you
What did you do?
No, that's it.
you do expend a charge.
It's got to cool down. It's just got to cool down.
Yeah, that's gonna be helpful in a battle.
We're both blowing on it.
What the fuck did you do?
Hey, that was cool. I don't care. Smoking, not smoking.
God, I could find this.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
You guys switch
gotta get good
over.
at this.
Yeah, you switch over to another cannon. Because you figured some things out, go ahead and give me a wisdom check with advantage.
Why, guys?
I don't.
Ah, yes, a
So-
7.
Okay.
I got a finally something decent. What am I doing?
Was
Performance?
that with advantage,
Wisdom check.
Asborn?
Yes.
Oh, just
Wisdom
wisdom check.
with
19.
advantage. With advantage.
I got a 19.
19. You're watching as Asborn's
This-
making the same mistake with the
okay with
crystal
19.
alignment, but you realize that the green and yellow crystals need to be aligned slightly higher, and you manage to reorganize it, refocus it. You also discover that there's a swivel crystal that allows you to pivot the cannon on a 360-degree axis, and it could
Oh,
pivot
hell yeah.
all the way around and give you full access to any target up on the front of the ship. You can also see the crystalline mirror and the way the crystals all kind of come together, and then the charge, there's like a small pulse of energy kind of maintained inside the cannon. You then, after aligning the crystals successfully, you press and you watch 125, like 120-foot streak of lightning in the direction that the thing is pointed. There's a bit of smoke and acrid ozone smell, but it looks like it's ready to be fired again. A second charge has been used.
Qualish can kiss my ass. This is the best ship ever.
Wait, so you're describing this as a ball turret, basically?
Kind of. It's just a
Oh,
free-moving cannon that you can stand behind and pivot on a 360-degree axis, shooting out a 120-foot line of electrical lightning.
It's like the cannon on the skiff in Star Wars.
Or I'm
Okay.
thinking from like Stardust when they were shooting the lightning.
Yeah,
Except
that'd be a little
Tobias
more
is not
accurate.
wearing-
Yep.
You see Tobias in a gold bikini, and he's all. No.
Tobias
you have
in
a
a
disguised
golden
self-ring.
bikini. Everybody takes 82 points of psychic damage.
Not at the deck.
Seriously.
You see Princess
And I
Leia.
thought
Just
the
kidding.
smoking jacket was bad.
Yeah.
Mar,
Okay.
go
What
ahead.
happened
And,
to that
Mar,
smoking jacket?
Mar, go ahead and give me a charisma save, please.
Oh dear God. Charisma.
What'd you do?
I don't know. 16.
You're struggling a lot. You have these urges to go find fire and get that stone, but you managed to maintain your composure because you know the risk is huge.
Mm-hmm. I'm spending a lot of time journaling.
That's what you call it.
Is that what I've been reading? Is that weird book I've been reading every night?
Why has it got naked lycanthropes in it?
Sad book.
Weird.
Gotta
Oh
do something
my
to pass the time.
This is taking
Oh my
forever. Why can't I find this?
What are you trying to find, son?
I'm trying to find a way to possess a dead body.
You're talking
There's a
about
way-
So we
possession.
rip the thing out of your chest and we put it in the Githyanki
No,
body.
it's a whole process that I have somewhere here.
That's what Tobias thinks we should do.
Rip his little
Rip the
swimmer
little thing
out.
out of put
We
it in the
will
chest
say
of
that
Githyanki
Rip his
for as
little
long as I'm
swimmer
doing
out
this
and-
is how long I'm taking to do it because it's taken 40 million years to do.
40 million years.
He's just never happy in the body he has.
No, he's
Always
not.
has to swap out for a new one.
I know. What's
I'm
wrong
not
with you?
trying to swap to a new body this time. I swear to God.
Who hurt you?
Terrible plan.
You
That
hurt
is
me.
a
Who
terrible
It's
hurt
like
you
a
when
March-
you were a little
Terrible
boy?
plan. Terrible
You-
plan.
you
Now
hurt
he's a
me.
little boy.
I hurt you.
Yes.
See, he's a halfling. He's a little boy.
You know
He
what?
is, in fact, a little
You
boy.
can't hack it that you're short. That's a good one. I tried to get big. The god wouldn't even do it for me. He's like, I can't do that. I'm not quite sure you can do anything, but whatever.
He can do lots of stuff.
I have an idea.
Just wanted to be big. He couldn't even do it.
Or do I kind
Well,
of have it
I
here?
mean, you don't really need to be big. You're
You gotta
perfect
jump
just
on
the way you are.
bandwagons. There's got to be another god out there that can do god stuff.
You guys eventually cross over into the Morrow Valley and the Zemini Field district along the Zorhasian border. You're now a week away from the Soon Green Forest.
How? Let's see. I want to make sure that when we're up in the sky, that if there's clouds, we kind of use them so that people don't look up and go, "Look, a flying ship."
Give me a stealth check.
That's normally what I can do, but I'll probably roll a 1.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. Roll high.
No, I'm good.
I also can cast
so-
fog. Worst comes to worst, it could like cause the clouds to be around the ship and just kind of follow us.
I got a 28.
28. It's strange to see the valley covered in snow, but it is wintertime. You could also see off in the distance the beginnings of the Ashkeeper Peaks, very much heavily covered in snow as well. You're at a high enough height.
Like normal snow or abnormal snow?
Normal snow. It's wintertime.
Okay.
You're at a high enough point that no one on the ground would be able to see you if they were specifically looking for you.
Okay.
Tobias and Samara kind of use a combination of magical fog and navigation through Oswald and communicate, kind of keeping you in the heavy clouded regions in hopes of, keeping hidden.
As I'm thinking of shit.
Who's staticky? Oh,
Is it
that's
me? Hold
Sam. There's from time to time you swear you see something kind of, whether it's a shadow or something kind of flying or flitting in and out of the edges of your ability to see things, whether it be night or daytime. For all of you that are busy helping Oswald, it's usually help Oswald all day, rest up, swap out, help Oswald all day, rest up. For most of you, this is about the heaviest amount of Arconic-like effort you've ever put into a daily routine. And it's beginning to take a bit of a toll, but you're managing it.
Hey, Fire.
Yep.
There's something flying around,
Besides us?
following us or something. Can you use your little dragon thing to find out what it is?
Okay. So I'm gonna. Where'd you see it?
I describe where I saw it.
Tobias describes a shadow or an image that seems to appear about 100 feet off the edge railing of the ship. But it's so quick and so fast, he's not even sure if it's even anything real. It's just, it could be just his imagination, but he seems convinced something's out there.
I'm gonna send Ember out, and I'm gonna look through her eyes
Okay.
and see what she
Go ahead and
sees.
give me a perception
Maybe-
check.
Maybe that dragon's coming
Sure.
back for a second look.
Oh my god, I really hope not. She also has blind sight too, but only to 10 feet. Perception is Wisdom?
Yes.
okay. Because I don't know why she doesn't have a Is it her perception or my perception?
Should be hers if she has wisdom.
Okay. Because she doesn't have a perception skill.
Probably means she's not proficient in it then.
15.
15. It's kind of strange when you send Ember out about 100 feet off the edge and she begins to kind of loop around the ship. There's something that she begins to notice through looking back at the ship. The ship itself is almost like blurring from time to time, like it's fading in and fading out. There's a weird kind of pulse of energy emanating from the ship itself, mostly near the rear end of the vessel where the giant crystal kind of focuses the energy down into the crystal charging chamber and then out, throughout the ship. And you begin to realize that she's noticing the overall physical condition of the ship as it's being maintained in the material plane through Fey eyes and transcribing it for your eyes. For a Fey, they understand the magic to be like a plenier energy of control. So you're actually seeing it in a little bit more of a pure form. Everybody else doesn't see it this way. But as you're looking, you begin to realize the shadow that Tobias thinks he saw is actually kind of a reverse reflection that the vessel is giving off in its kind of blurred state. It's strange, but it does explain why Tobias thinks he's seeing something.
Okay. So I'm going to summon Ember back and pull out and say, I think it's our shadow.
Hmm?
It's like our planier shadow. It's magic.
What?
It's magic. It's our magic shadow.
You
Okay.
got scared of our shadow like a toddler.
No, it's
It's your magic gobbledygook, blah blah blah, and it's blah blah.
Well, it's the
blah, and
ship's
a
magic
shimmer, this and
gobbledygook.
that. Okay, got it.
Tobias goes walking over, starts drooling over the cannon panel again.
Hey, Fire, watch this. Max load.
Watches a streak of lightning just go jetting off
They're-
into the atmosphere.
And I kind of exhaustedly look at it and go, there's a spell slot.
Yeah. Thanks for wasting that.
Okay.
Hey, get this one charged for me.
I'll charge it for
can't.
him.
I can't find it. I'm just gonna try and do a scuffed version of it right now.
Tell the DM what you want to do and see if he can make it happen for you.
Okay, so it is
Well,
combined.
first of all, before you do this, do you still want to do Speak with Dead first and then do what you're about to describe, Oswald? Because you guys never really resolved the Speak with Dead issue.
Yeah, we can do Speak with Dead first.
Yeah, we should do Speak with Dead first.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna tell Asborn while we're flying, look down and see if there's anything cool, and we'll stop by if it's anything cool.
Do I believe him?
No reason not to. He's led you. He's never led you astray.
I'm legitimately
Okay.
telling you this. This is not
Okay,
a.
I'll look around.
Okay, so we'll say you're kind of on Overwatch during the point of travel.
Overwatch. I hate that game.
Love you, son.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, who's doing the Speak with Dead effort?
Well, I have
Fire.
to. I think I'm the only one with the spell.
Okay. Do you have your 5 questions in mind?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast tongues first.
Okay. So that you can actually speak or at least
Yep,
understand its conversation.
And I'm going to make myself look like a Githyanki.
Okay.
Like one of the ones that was on the ship with him. Or like a different one. Like a different one.
Okay. I mean, you don't know too many Githyanki other than the ones you saw on the ship, and
Okay,
this one.
then like one of the ones that I was on
I
the ship.
mean, this one definitely looks different than the others that you saw. This one seems more like a priest or caster type,
Master.
and the ones
Yeah.
on the deck of the ship were more like a warrior type.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Does it really matter what you look like?
yes. Because they can see us.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, are we all there?
Are you all there?
I mean, Asborn's up on deck, keeping an eye out, trying to
I'm
see
not,
if...
I'm not there. I'm just asking.
Do I see
I'm there.
anything iridescent?
give
Anything
me
shiny?
give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
I'm still checking out for that shadow. I don't believe anything else told me about
Investigation.
that.
19.
19. At some point, you recognize a couple of the cities as the clouds kind of part. Other than that, there's nothing really that catches your attention. I mean, you're pretty high up in the air. It's difficult to see down below. Oswald's busy managing the navigation. Mara, Sam, and Fire, the 3 of you would be the only ones available to do the Speak with Dead at this point. Tobias is off, still learning how to use the the cannons and other capabilities of the ship.
Okay,
So
guys.
I'll Githyankify myself as well.
Let's get the Yankify ourselves. And then I'm going to... yeah, cast Speak with Dead.
Shouldn't you ritual cast tongues first, or did you already do that?
I already cast tongues.
Yeah,
Okay.
she already
And
did
then
that.
With the
Sorry.
disguised self. And now I'm casting Speak with Dead.
Okay. So, after a few seconds of casting the spell, that telltale sign of the eyes roll open. It looks up at you. What do you want? Why do you wake us?
Okay. I had a couple questions. Are there instructions? Where are the instructions for the ship?
You are not Gish. Only Gish know how to fly the ship.
Okay. Can we get more crystals for the ship?
Yes.
Yep.
You are a warrior. You cannot fly the ship. Why do you wake me, warrior?
Well, where can we get the crystals for the ship?
Ah, green sea, near the void of the black pearlescent moon called the Gish.
Okay.
You should
Out of
know
character.
this,
Hold
warrior.
on. Green sea near the void of the... What's
of the
it?
moon of the Gish.
Moon of the Gish. Okay,
That's 3.
that's 3. Okay. Where are the secret compartments on the ship?
Gish, not no careful secrets. We make war, we take what's ours. You are a warrior, you know this.
Yes. Okay. Is there a Githyanki tracking device on the ship?
All Githyanki ships are connected through the great void. All the captains and the Githyanki commanders know where we are at all times. The crystals tell them everything that they need to know. You are a warrior. You should know this. And the head
I was just making sure that you knew.
kind of falls forward off to the left and
Fuck.
falls silent
Guys,
yet again.
What do you
guys,
say? What do you say?
this is bad. He says that all of the ships are connected through the crystals and that all of the commanders know where all of the ships are.
Oh, God. Well, does Oswald know where the ships are then?
Ooh, that's a good thought. Hey, let's go ask Oswald.
Let's explode his brain.
And again, gentle repose, recast gentle repose.
Okay, fair enough. Oswald, as you're still trying to figure out your plan, Samara, Mara, and Fire come to you with the results of the conversation with the dead Githyanki Gish. And with this little extra information, there is another section of the map system that seems to expand out beyond the prime material plane. And you kind of refocus, recenter, and the orb like kind of spins around, and it's void, it's blank. It's almost as if it's being suppressed.
Mm-hmm. They're not letting us see.
Now, Oswald, what are you attempting to do? God only knows it's not going to be a good idea.
Need a little bit, so I'm
Oh.
listening to what they're saying.
Oh, because there's a problem being short.
You shut up. Then you need to learn when to shut up. Small moused man.
We could get you some boots with some lifts in it. Works
You can get yourself some shut up. So sad I can't find this. It was such a fun idea.
So what's the plan, Stan?
Tell the DM.
I'm gonna try and do the scuffed version of it and hope it works.
Okay, which is?
I'm gonna go up and take that body. Take that Githyanki body with me down to like a singular room.
Okay. Who's flying the ship?
I'm gonna put it on autopilot.
Okay.
I got it. I got this.
No,
You can make your
autopilot,
homunculus.
No, I actually need him for this.
Who?
The homunculus.
Oh, you didn't need Tobias?
No, I don't need you.
So
Never
are you
needed.
doing this on your own, or are there others nearby?
It's just me and the homunculus in a small room.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take that body out. I'm going to have the homunculus cat. So we're like kind of in front of the dead body, but just far enough so that the homunculus can cast the spell Magic Circle
Okay.
around the circle, around the corpse, and I'm going to designate for the Magic Circle Fiend.
Okay.
And then when I've done that, I'm going to also cast the spell that I learned on my last level up, because I thought I was going to be doing this at some point in my life. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Hold on. Find it. Oh.
And the circle is designed to prevent the Gish from responding to you or attacking you?
It is designed to. It keeps anything that is inside the circle cannot get out if it is what I designate. and I'm designated fiend.
Okay.
I'm going to use the spell Summon Fiend.
Okay.
On our
Jesus,
ship.
this is already sounding like a bad idea, but really cool at the same time.
I'm going to summon Fiend inside the circle.
Okay.
Maybe we
And
should have
I-
landed the ship first.
It's fine. You're fine. And I'm going to summon a Debuk. Dybbuk.
I love this.
What's it called? A tabuk?
A Debuk. Dybbuk.
I think I know what that is, and I think I know what you're trying to do. This is going to be really interesting for a reason that I don't think any of you are thinking about right now. So it's Dybbuk.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus, you're insane.
We knew that.
Okay.
Chaotic evil.
I'm
As-
summoning him inside the magic circle.
So, as you plot out the magic circle, make the integrity of the spell solid, the runes all glow and puff into existence. You then watch as this curled up, rotted, fetid looking creature begins to boil up out of the center of the circle, wearing very simple but like rotted and tattered clothing, carrying a strange kind of piece of furniture in its hand, and its rotted and distorted face just looking at you. He watches it, puts its hand out, and it. Why am I here?
I'm going to point at the Gishki behind him.
I don't know that flavor.
Well, then try a new one. Try it.
Not alive. Dead.
You take dead.
Soul's already gone. There's nothing for me to drink. For me to taste. You're alive. Its hands are now at the edge of the circle, zapping the protection.
I think this is about the best you're going to get for the next couple millennia, so...
You watch as its eyes glaze down. You watch as it kind of leans in and hovers over the beast, the Gish. Its rotted fingers kind of caressing its face. You watch as two fingers go into the eye socket, pop out one of the eyes, and it pops it into its mouth. Kind of... This is from the void. This has power left in it. You watch as it hops onto the corpse of the creature and begins to kind of tear away at its flesh of its mouth. And you watch as it just kind of shrinks and disappears into the body of the Gish.
Oh, I'm thinking this is going to be bad, Aiden.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why do I think the words roll for initiative are in our future?
Seriously.
You watch the Gish is beginning to sit up. Its head lolls over. Kind of looks over at you, a wicked smile on the Gish's face. The Buck's voice still deep in its throat. It gets up. It kind of rests its hand on the edge of the circle. Still can't pass it because the fiend is trapped in the Gish's body. The taste of this one. It's most interesting. Why are we here? I was somewhere else. Before this, I was... You stole my ship. It twitches, and the debauch comes back. I don't like this one. It's trying to get. Why can't I? What is the purpose of giving me this body? Why have you done this to me?
Come on, I thought you were strong. Or are you just that weak?
Drop the circle. See how weak
No.
I am, fledgling. I know who you are. You watch as it licks the edge of the energy of the circle. You don't think she's told us all to keep an eye out for you? She didn't believe you were dead.
Oh shit, Terling.
You watch as the fingers begin to claw at the energy, trying to pull it apart, and you watch as one of its hands shrivel and melt to the bone. I mean, it's not as if all of the hells are looking for you. And that trinket in your chest, give it to us. Give it to us. I'll take it off your hands. I know she wants it. Come on, give it to us. Give it to us.
Okay, Gollum.
I'm gonna have my homunculus drop the circle.
So
And right as he does, we're both casting Disintegrate at the exact same time.
Is that a to hit roll or a save?
It's dex save.
24.
Reroll Chrono Shift.
Okay. That's a 16.
That doesn't save
Okay.
next roll because we're both casting it
Okay. How much damage?
on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta roll twice for the dex save.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Roll twice because we're both
Gotcha.
casting it, me and the homunculus.
That is a 18 for the homunculus.
That doesn't save either.
Okay.
Give me a second. I need to pull this up.
I pulled it up. They don't have that many hit points, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I know, but
But it's
I'm just
Your dad likes to change things.
I'm just doing this because I'm pissed.
I know, but your dad
There's never a straight monster in here. They're always tweaked.
Yeah, he always
Just
Oh.
know
tweaks
that.
even monsters on the fly.
Right.
161 force damage.
okay.
Total or for one of them?
That's total.
Okay.
Tis but a scratch.
It's but a minor flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
His notch your arms off.
That's not. I don't need those.
I don't need those.
I've had worse.
I've had so much
I've
worse.
had worse. You're a liar. Oh my gosh, Jason, I want to watch Monty Python tonight.
We will. I could watch. I could watch Holy Grail like a million times a day.
I
Anytime.
was just thinking, now I need to go sit and watch that.
Yep,
Now I want a purple bunny for a pet.
Look at the bones.
You and your homunculus cast at the same time. You watch as it screams as the disintegration ray just crashes into it, rips it, and turns it immediately into dust, including the gish and the debauch's essence of the possession. Shatters, comes apart. The dust falls to the ground as you begin to watch a blackened void begin to form in the space.
You're
You
freaking
watch
kidding me.
as the void begins to slightly expand, and you hear the echo of a voice kind of pulse through the void. At first, slightly diminished, and then, there you are. I knew that you were too clever to die in such a simple way. Bring it to me. Now. Give me a wisdom save, please.
Dun, dun, dun.
Be wise. Be wise. Be wise.
I'm pretty wise, bro. Give me a second, though.
Give me a second of panic.
Give me a second of panic, okay? No, not everything goes to plan. Wisdom. Oh, yeah, that's actually very good. That is a 24.
24. You feel the tendrils of mind control kind of forcing its way in. You can feel your brain almost expand with the pulse of energy as you take 18 points of psychic damage. Halved to 9 because you did save. Oswald, you know as well as I do it's only a matter of time. Actually, all the payments come due. And, well, this world, its payment is due. To me. Bring me the emerald. Bring me the orb. Bring me the little diamond in your chest. Just hand it, rip it from your chest and hand it to me. You know that I can save you if you do this. You know what's going to happen to you if that thing ever... The voice is just radiating out of this void. Anything, if it comes into existence, Stormlord is, well, clever in what it's trying to achieve, but it cares little for the vessel that carries it. What do you care? These people do not love you. There is no concern in their lives for you. They already think you're a bit of a joke. Give me another wisdom save, please.
Side note, do we all hear the voice or just him?
So far, just him. The energy's
He's doing
beginning
this-
to grow
He's
slightly.
doing this on his own.
18.
18. You barely save. The tendrils are beginning to rip at the gray matter inside your head. You can feel it, and there's a slight nosebleed at the same time.
Where did he do this?
Do we notice this?
This is down in the hold.
Down
In
the squid room in the hole.
in a singular room that he's purposely done this. However, for Fire, Mara, and Samara, go ahead and give me perception.
How much damage should I take, by the way?
You would take 20 points halved to 10. This
Not
void.
natural.
Okay.
I got a
23 for me.
I got a 17.
Yeah, so the three of you eventually do make your way down to the control room because you have additional thoughts or ideas for Oswald. He is not there. The automated system is engaged. You do not see any sign of him anywhere. For you, Oswald, this swirling mass begins to grow a little bit more, and you watch as this feminine kind of creature step through the void. And as it cracks through and tears at the darkness, you can see distended clawed hands kind of pull its way through. You can see tattoos and scarations running across its body as the familiar figure that was once Tierling comes through. And as it steps, you can tell that it's in great pain as it stands there, almost as if, well, give me an Arcana check.
What have you done?
23.
23. You definitely recognize a form of astral projection. It's using some kind of magic you're not really familiar with to project its manifested self to this point. It's almost as if the destruction of the Dubak created an opportunity for this thing to come here. But for it to hold its psyche kind of manifestation together is a huge effort. A huge effort. And this kind of form standing in front of you, black sheets of like strange gelatinous kind of blood is oozing off of its form. Its form is completely bereft of clothing now. It's completely shed all of its humanoid existences. It stands there.
Let us know when we can start looking for him.
You have grown in power, Oswald. I can smell it on you. And they all thought you dead. Stupid idiot. I knew you weren't dead. I didn't know where you'd gone. And you watch, she gets close enough to tap the stone in your chest, and there's this like pulse through your entire body as this energy just kind of pulses through you. You feel yourself walk away or step backwards, but it wasn't even something that you were able to control or do. You just instinctively did it. You begin to feel an energetic kind of buildup in your chest, and the creature just looks at it, and then it begins to back away from you. See, the power already coming into existence. Do you know of a term of a spell called the Genesis spell, Oswald? Do you know what that is?
Enlighten me.
I don't have long. And you watch as she begins to make ruins into the planking of the board. Fire, Mar, and
That's not
Samara,
good.
go ahead and give me perception checks, please.
22.
Okay.
21.
17.
The three of you can hear Oswald 2 decks below. He's talking to somebody or mumbling to someone. You cannot distinguish the words, but he's definitely in a conversation with somebody.
Can we hear like a tone?
No,
We'll
it's
follow.
too far away.
We're gonna go find him.
Do we know that he should be alone? Like, do we know where everyone else is?
I mean, he's often heard talking to his homunculus.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not
However,
weird.
you did notice before your perception rolls were high enough that the Gish body was not in that room anymore, in that chamber with the crystals.
And the homunculus is in the room with the chamber. Or crystals, isn't he? No, he said he needed it.
Yeah.
It's on autopilot.
Yeah, it's on autopilot at this point.
Do you know what he was doing over there?
No?
Being weird. I don't know.
I mean, Oswald's weird.
Yeah.
Side note that we've had a long rest by now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because I
easily
know-
by now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's probably long rested up then.
So we're gonna go... I mean, let's go see what he's up to.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So you guys begin to make your way down into the lower deck, where most of the smaller rooms and smaller sleeping quarters, and where most of the equipment is kept as well. You begin to make your way down there. You're beginning to hear a more heated conversation, but now you're also hearing another voice. You're hearing a female voice speaking in very dissonant tones. Back to you, Oswald. As you're staring at this and you say, "Enlighten me," you watch as Tierling's form begins to finish carving the Genesis rune into the floor. When a god recognizes frustration, the absence of opportunity, the inability to prevent the inevitable, sometimes they just start over. And there's this, as the three of you appear at the doorway and open it, you see the corrupted form of Tierling hovered over near Oswald. You watch as the blackened void collapses. The image is pulled back in. There's now just a pile of ash. Oswald kind of staring at the empty space, the three of you staring at Oswald, as the creature has carved in an image of a planet that is on fire, and then an image of a brand new planet right alongside of it. And in
How was that?
glyph-like common, it says, "Sometimes you just have to start over."
That was
Oswald explained.
guys, that was Tierling. That was
Yeah, Oswald
that was
explained.
Tierling. That's Tierling.
Sometimes when you try to do something, it backfires.
She knows
murder
we're
you.
alive.
Uh,
I'm going to murder him.
She knows we're alive.
Roll for murder.
Roll for murder. I'm rolling for murder. I'm
Nat
gonna
20
roll
on
for
murder.
I got an 8. Rolling for murder. I don't think I made it. Oswald, roll for anti-murder.
That's the name of his aunt, anti-murder.
What exactly were you trying to do, and what happened?
I was attempting to, possess the Githyanki, and
Where's the body?
I point at the ash on the ground.
Well, we can't ask him more questions if he's Ash.
He's Ash.
Yeah,
That
Dishonor
not,
on you.
but he's
that's
dead
dishonor
now.
on you.
helpful. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
I don't have a
That's
cow.
you have a homunculus, it's the same thing.
Technically,
That's
Fire
just
and
rude.
Samara and Mara are having cows right now.
Yeah.
We can't, oh my god, Terling knows we're alive.
Tobias,
She's-
give
she's-
me Tobias.
She's
and,
already known.
Tobias and Osborne, give me perception checks.
Tobias knows.
Okay, I got that.
We have to go tell the rest of the crew that Terling knows that we're alive.
Yeah, well, that's a
Um,
given.
10.
Okay.
Oswald, why did she look like that?
That's what she looks like now because we've been gone for so long.
Why
17.
does us being
She
gone?
was all bloody.
Right. Why did us being gone cause her to look so wrecked?
Oh, that's just the magic she was using.
She was
And what is this thing she carved? What is this?
Yeah, what's with the 2 planets and the fiery one? It doesn't look happy.
He was talking about having to restart the world, and I'm assuming that this is what she means.
She's trying to restart the world by lighting ours on fire?
That's what I suppose.
Huh. That sounds bad.
I'm gonna go talk to the others and let them know.
Tobias, what'd you get for perception?
17.
17. You watch as a shadow flits onto the deck of the ship, moves alongside Asborn, and then disappears. Asborn, you feel yourself lose control. Your eyes go dim.
Ooh. No save?
Interesting.
And the next thing you know, you turn to look at Tobias, and Tobias, you're staring at Asborn. Her features have changed. You watch as the helmet just comes off and plops onto the ground. You watch as she drops her equipment, her belt, her weapons, her shield, and begins to quickly sprint in the direction of the hold where the charge chamber and crystal chamber are.
Oh, that's not good.
I run after her.
As you chase after her, she has to pause for a moment to get down the hold. You have an opportunity to do something here. What would you like to do?
I'm going to... Let me look and see what I can do real quick on my features. I'm going to attempt to... I'm going to attempt to grapple her.
Okay, give me
You're gonna try and grapple me?
give me
That is what he said.
give me athletics or acrobatics,
Okay.
and
It will be acrobatics.
okay, and Asborn, give me athletics.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tobias.
32.
Okay,
Oh, 28. Nice.
the two of you are in a contested grapple. Tobias, you've managed to get her legs bound up in such a way that she falls down prone. The minute, bam, she hits the deck, you watch as the shadow leaves quickly and then descends down into the deck. Samara, as you come up and out, you feel this cold energy slam into you. Fire and Mara, you watch as Samara turns, drops her equipment, and begins to sprint with this strange look on her face back up the stairs. And you could hear her
We're following.
kind of...
Wait,
I'm following.
Yeah.
Wait, can I
following.
see her do that? Like, right as it happens?
Sure.
Did we see the shadow?
No,
As she's-
you don't see that.
Okay.
Good night.
And she's now sprinting, and she's mumbling under her breath
Following.
about the gish, the whole time she's sprinting up the stairs. Samara, you've lost control of your mind. You're now standing in front of the crystalline control orb, and this voice is pounding in your head, telling you to invoke the planar shift of the ship. And
I'm gonna
you're-
have
We're
my
following and getting in front of her.
Am I
and
close
going,
enough to stop her?
What's going on?
I'm having my homunculus cast dimension door up to the deck, up
Okay.
to where she is,
Okay.
and then I'm casting 7th level counter spell.
Jeez.
Okay. With this, Samara, you're about to just plunge your hand into the orb that will allow you to try to take control of the ship, and you feel your hand kind of disconnect from it. You watch as this shadow just kind of folds out of Samara's body. It just leaks out, looks at you, and it makes like a hissing noise, and you hear this dissonant kind of whisper, "The Gish will have their ship back." And then the spell emulates outward. The counterspell dissipates it.
Is it gone?
You don't see it anywhere, not in the room. You even see Osborne, her head pokes in through the top deck opening. You can see Tobias is frantically holding onto her legs, yelling at the top of his lungs that Osborne's gone evil.
Shadow inside her! Hit her in the head with something!
I'm just imagining him holding on to one of her legs.
Just gonna pat him on his back.
I'm like punching her butt.
Dragging him across the floor.
Hey, wait a second.
Club her. Take that chair and club her in the head.
Can I try to grapple her?
I'm holding Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try.
Sam, suddenly Fire and Mara are both holding on to you.
No, I was holding on to her before
Yeah.
when he popped up and
Okay, so am I
dropped
aware
her
of
stuff and ran.
Yeah, as far
am I
as
aware of the fact that my brain was gone?
no, you're just like, why are you guys hugging me? This is weird. You have no memory of how you got here.
I just assume I blacked out from shooting the cannon again. You know, just the
Fair
usual.
enough.
What
I saw
happened?
something
I
go
realized
inside
I
her, and then she started running down here.
Yeah, by the way, Tobias and Osborne,
Yeah?
Tyrling saw us.
What?
Tyrling
What
knows
do you mean?
we're alive.
Sterling already knew we were alive.
Ow.
How did Tyrling know we were alive?
Yeah. Oswald, how did
Yeah.
she know we were alive?
She already knew in her head that we wouldn't have died to something like that.
So that was she suspected.
What are you
we
guys
were
best
alive.
friends now?
Now she knows we're alive.
Do you
I
got
don't think it makes
a
much of a
friendship
difference.
bracelet? How do you know?
Friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
She appeared on the ship.
She came into the ship. She was shadowy, bloody, naked.
Is this the shadow thing that I saw?
What? I don't know what shadow thing you saw.
What went into
Shadow thing he was afraid of.
it went into Asborn and she started running down here. I had to tackle her.
No, I don't think it's the same thing. Because
Hmm.
when I went in there, she got sucked into a portal.
What did you do, Oswald?
What
I did
kind
my
of
best.
stinky business were you up to?
I
Well-
did my best.
The Githyanki body's gone.
Where'd it go?
It's a pile of ash now.
We can no longer ask it any questions.
We can't ask it any more questions. But we did ask a question, and
Wait a minute. Who?
I don't know if
you lit it
Oswald,
on
you heard-
fire or what? It disintegrated. What happened?
it looked like disintegrate.
It burst into
Oswald
flame.
was
What?
There wasn't any fire. So when we asked the Oswald,
Yeah,
I don't think we told you.
You're
when we
making my
asked
head
them-
hurt. I'm gonna go back up and shoot the gun.
Don't shoot the gun anymore.
Gun.
And I just
I
go
need
up. I
that.
just go back up. I'm just so done with everything.
When
I,
when I asked the captain or the dead body the questions, it said that all the captains know where the ships are, and they can track them through the crystals.
Maybe that's what the shadow was.
Well, you were saying something about Githyanki and taking their ships back.
So then probably was.
I didn't realize that they could jump into people. Oswald, did you know they could jump into people?
No, how the hell would I know that?
Well, you're the one that knew about the
You know
Githyanki.
things.
I have no clue what's going on,
Okay,
man.
where are we exactly?
At this point,
In the
you're
sky.
you're doing your second week of travel, and you're crossing over into the Morrow Valley. And we'll say this happened during the first evening of that crossover into the Morrow Valley. The weather's becoming to be a bit more challenging. There are storms on the horizon, mostly because the weather, it's getting colder. You're starting to run into some winter storms as well.
It's colder than it was up north.
Slightly, yeah.
Wow. Well, guys, I don't think we're going to be able to keep the ship after we get off of the ship. I think the Githyanki will find it and they will take it back.
Yep, that's looking like it.
Yep.
But it seemed like the shadow dissipated, like it's gone.
That was just one, whatever that
You
was.
saw how many Githyanki there were.
Right, didn't they say they could like always see it or track it or whatever?
Yeah, and we tried looking at that map and there was like a suppressed dead spot on the map. If you kind of, know where to look. Like they were not showing us where they were.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
On
it's not the
purpose.
worst thing ever then that we don't have the ship anymore.
I like the ship. It's
glad I'm
pretty.
not there for that conversation.
I was just
And
thinking
Tobias
the
is
same
not
thing.
going to like. Tobias
mean-
is not going to like the ship going away.
I know. I mean, I like the ship too, but maybe it's like asking for trouble we don't need. We can get another ship.
How many
kind of
flying ships are we
expensive.
gonna go through? Man.
Yeah, let's get
Uh-huh.
another Githyanki skipper. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I don't. Maybe we find Qualish and we ask him for one that doesn't torture creatures.
Is that what we do next?
I
What are we
don't know.
doing? I know where we're going and like what we're doing now,
Well, we
but
were-
after that, what the hell are we
we were-
doing?
We were trying to stay under the radar and figure out what we were doing, but now Terraling knows we're here.
She always knew we were going to be here
Thanks.
at some point.
Thanks,
I don't think she knew we were alive. I think she
suspected.
suspected we were alive, and now has proof that we are alive.
That
Or
doesn't
at
make
least-
much of a difference. I do things without knowing it at all.
Yeah, we know.
Like what you just did?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Or stealing Githyanki ships and then having them come after us.
I
Yeah.
mean,
How do we
that
know?
one kinda worked out.
For now.
So far,
Yeah.
Pretty good though.
So how much farther until we get to the Luxodon?
Another week.
Oh. Is it
Let's
another week? I
just
thought it was only
close.
2 weeks to get there.
So far, you've been
Yeah,
traveling
we're-
for a week. The first night of the
okay.
second week, you've crossed
So-
over into the borders of the Morrow Valley and Zorhashian borders as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can ward them off long enough to not be possessed into returning the ship to them. Is there a spell that we can do for that?
To ward them off.
Yeah.
So, where are you guys currently having this conversation? The upper deck, the crystal chamber?
Crystal chamber, because that's where Oswald, Samara, and we were.
Okay.
Tobias went back upstairs.
Tobias is back up on the main deck.
Mhm.
Okay. Asborn, where are you?
I'll follow them.
Okay. So all of you in the
I'm just
crystal.
gonna stick together so I don't get possessed again.
Fair enough.
I seem to get possessed quite often.
Tobias,
It's
give me a
actually true, he
perception
does.
check really quick while you're up on deck.
Perception 17.
17. Just for a moment, you see a flying form off to your right. It's very distant at first. And as it gets closer and closer, you notice it has wings, a long neck, tail. Looks to be a dragon of some sort, but not like the one you saw before. And you're looking at it,
Fortuna?
and as you stare at it,
Oh no.
there's somebody riding. And as the dragon gets closer, you feel a voice in your head. Dear boy, I would appreciate that you do not shoot me or my friend. We've just come to talk. As you recognize the voice of the gentleman.
Oh!
And that's where we're going to finish
I called
tonight,
it.
folks.
I called it.
Let's go.
Oh, I called it.
Well,
Yeah, we can't catch a break.
You know, he is in the Morrow Valley now. And, you know, he's got his own little methods. And since you guys weren't giving me specific directions, you were just making a straight beeline for the Serogrin Forest. I was like, all right. So with that, everybody, it is almost 10 o'clock. Thank you for joining. Go to our Discord, win some dice, win some other giveaways that we've got going on. We will be back here tomorrow night around 7 o'clock for another episode of The Descendants. Feel free to peruse the library, click on all the abouts, and kind of hang out, have a good time. So, good night, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye.
Yeah.